Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of GyalDem City meets ManDem United. As usual, I am joined by the lovely, talented, Man United fan. That is Flawless. I can't even talk. My darling, my babes, my sugar puff, the yin to my yang, the Jay-Z to my Beyonce, the beast to my beauty, all this. Yeah, so big up to Flawless each and every time. If you're new to the stream, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it around on your socials, and join the membership if you haven't already, because we have some members-only shows and stuff like that. So, Man City, Man United, first and second.
Yeah, man, I just want to say before you go, that was a lovely intro. That was great. Minus the fact that you call me a Manchester United fan like it's an insult, but minus that was A1 in it. You know what I'm saying? I'd even let the Manchester United slander slide in that one. That was phenomenal. So give you your props for that. So yeah, thank you very much. But like you said, Manchester City first, United second. Like it says in the title, Manchester City continue their title charge. United look to cement their place in the top four. United won in Europe, obviously, this week. City are looking to follow suit in the Champions League and win their tie. Maybe, hopefully do what Manchester United did and put it to bed. So we'll be discussing that. Both teams in Europe, obviously Manchester City in the Champions League, Manchester United in the Europa League. City chasing the title, United chasing top four. Let us know your thoughts on both of those things, people. So how far do you see Manchester City going in the Champions League? Are they favourites? Are they not? How far do you see United going in the Europa League? Are they favourites? They not? What teams do you think are the favourites? Look at Yan City's laughing at the comments. What teams do I can see you out of the corner of my eye. What teams do you see as the favourites in the Champions League? Let us know. And Europa League, what teams do you see? I can't believe I'm saying this. Favourites in the Europa League. And also, the league's done. Like I say, Yan City is the only person on these streams that doesn't think the league is over. Everybody thinks this league is over. I've spoke to other City fans, United fans, Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans. Everybody think Arsenal fans. Everybody thinks the league is done. Big up, man. Big up my guy Wayne each and every time. First and foremost, love for the super chat. Secondly, love for the super chat. Thirdly, also make sure you follow him on his Twitter. You get me? It's Wayne_Molds, I believe, or Wayne Molds. He's following me and I'm following him, so you should be able to find him. And I keep saying this, you can catch him on Blues Fans TV alongside my Don Carefree Lewis doing all the Chelsea watch-alongs. So if you're a Chelsea fan, or even if you're not, make sure you subscribe to Blues Fans TV first and foremost. Secondly, check out their watch-alongs because you catch me on there as well. I'm on most of the Chelsea watch-alongs if it's not Monday. So yeah, man, Biggie says lots of respect for Sugar Puff Couple. Smash the I didn't read the super chat. I didn't read the super chat. I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting that. He says lots of respect for the sugar puff couple. Smash the like button for the Angel Yan and the Devil Flawless. Hey, love for the super chat. Yan City been spreading lies about me too, but we gonna get there. Big up Marshall who says Flawless, a man with flaws. Much love from Harlem. Love what your guys do. Yo, big up, my man's watching all the way from Harlem. That being said, everybody let us know where you are watching from in city and country. So I know he's watching from Harlem, the US. But yeah, let us know where you're watching from. Hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel too. Zane says, he said this before we even started the show. Let's start the show off right. Flawless, where are the Man City pajamas at? I've never had Manchester City pajamas in my life. Here's the things that Yan City said are true. Blue is my favorite color. That is a fact. I don't live too far away from the ground. That is a fact. That being said, they move closer to me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I moved to them. I grew up in this household, you know what I'm saying, where I live, and they moved closer to me. That being said, Moss Side ain't far from where I'm at, to be honest.
Exactly. So, you're still closer to Man City.
I'm closer to Man City, but I don't mean nothing in it. But yes, they move closer to me, and I prefer the Asda. When I go over that side, I'm going to the Asda. But, because the Asda's fire. But yeah, as I was saying, blue is my favorite color. That is a fact. But minus that,
also true.
That's a fact. That's true. She got that right. But the other stuff, Manchester City pajamas, all that other nonsense is lies in it. So I just thought I'd clear that up, people in it. Big up Zane, though. each and every time. Where we at? Yo, I'm not a pimp. Just want to say that in it. MB, you were saying this when we was in the comments of the last show when we did Gonna Talk versus GyalDem. Nope, I'm not. Big up Flawless 50 Cent PIMP settings. 50 Cent is my favorite artist though. All the time.
Big up my 2 favorite YouTubers, Sugar Puff and Flower. Big up to our cupcake every time.
Big up to Ryan.
Big man is better than Gabby.
Facts. Big man over Gabby. Or Big man wouldn't have missed that chance against Everton the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Ultra Christian says yin and yang, yan and yang.
That's gonna stick now.
Big up to Cam's Sugar Puff FC.
Big up to Cam. You get me? Cam ODS only daddy stuff. Shout salute to him. NB says, big up Yan Torre, Daddy Long Legs FC. Were you showing off your legs in the stream and I missed it? Is that where that's from? Or is he just put some
I have long legs. My legs are short.
True say, she ain't the biggest people. She's only petite. When a surfer says, Flawless, have you changed your real? Nah, you know what? When it comes to people talk about the Europa, when people talk about the Europa, big up Winter Surfer, people talk about the Europa League theme tune. I don't know what it is. I don't pay it no mind. Don't pay. I know what the Champions League is. That's it. I don't pay it no mind. I don't care. I couldn't care less.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, City have the title wrapped up like my gifts are at Christmas. Nobody will catch City, and similar to Liverpool, they'll pull further clear. I agree with that. PJ's FC and that Cam, you lot are jokers. Big up Ryan. Ryan, are you Manchester?
Yeah,
Ryan, why did I think you didn't live in yo, Ryan, we linking up in defo. As soon as this lockdown's over, we
Manchester. That's why, like, he's honestly.
Ryan, you're my guy in that. You know what I'm saying? Ryan, you are my guy. But yeah, big man over Jesus.
When we did the watch along the other day, I was like, if you I said I'm coming to your house with Ryan.
All right. Yeah, serious. We should have just went Ryan's for the watch along in that. You know what I'm saying? Should have just pulled up our Ryan's. Like, what's going on? Flawless, did you see the attitude that Yan had last night when she said that she wouldn't pick me and you out for the night out? Facts. He's not shit stirring. I remember that on the Q&A. She was like, why would I? You know what I'm saying? Ryan, I can't believe that. I would come and grab you, Ryan, if you was on a night out. And I know you do the same in it. We know where we stand with enough.
This night out.
Say that again.
Why am I not invited on this night out? What's wrong with me?
Because there's nothing wrong with you. You are absolutely perfect. 1. 2, you don't like, what's it called? You don't like going on nights out.
How do you know that?
Because you've told me that. You're not a clubbing fan. You said this.
Yeah, but I've been clubbing. Pure time.
Yeah, but you don't like it though. Why would I invite you to something you don't like?
I wouldn't say I don't like it.
You said you don't like it. That's your words. When we did Sarcasm City a couple of weeks ago.
Let's be honest, I've dropped you off on a night out before. So don't act like I haven't done it before.
Who?
You and your cousin.
Yeah, you did that. Yeah, you did. Yeah, me.
And I swear I picked you up. I swear I did.
I don't know about that. You didn't pick me up. You definitely dropped me off, though. You know what I'm saying? And you just gonna bypass. See how she don't even say thanks when I just called her perfect. See that? You know what I'm saying? Look at that. You see this? You see what I have to go through, people? Let someone in the comments say, oh, thanks. And she's doing all. You see what I'm saying, people? So when you like, right, what's going on with you and Yan City? She don't love me. Look, that's why she's smiling now, isn't it? Huh?
This is true. Ask his mum for the photo album.
Whatever, innit? Imagine my mum would disown me if I was a City fan. She's not having that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no choice, people. I was a United fan from before I knew what City was, and that. You know what I'm saying? They were a factor them times. I was born into it. Wayne says, my guy, I'm part of the Stains Massive Ali G, you know. Salute to Wayne and that. The guy said Stains Massive. Where else we got? Conrad says, Yan, I watched the videos back of me saying Bruno, De Bruyne over Bruno. Yeah, because he's got the arrows in it. So he's saying Bruno over De Bruyne now. Yeah, facts. That's a known fact. Realistic Gunner says, are you two allergic to sleep? Yeah, man, we don't stop in it. We stay working over here and that. You know what I'm saying? When other people are working, we working. When people are sleeping, we working. Ain't that right, Yan City? As Cam would say, Sarcasm City TV to the world and that. That's the plan. Marshall says, yo, Flawless, speaking of 50, who you got for your top 5 lyricists of all time? I'm not sure, you know. Because like I said, my knowledge of rap ain't like that in terms of hip-hop. So I can't fairly assess it. Well, there's questions for members only shows when we do the non-sporting shows. MB says, Flawless, the joke went over your head, but we move. Said that because Yaya has her long legs, just to clear that up. Ah, right. I thought I missed something in it on the watch along. That's all. On the watch along on the last show. Yeah, Conrad, no sing. I can't sing for him no more. You know what I'm saying? And I've done singing for Poch, even though he put on a masterclass in that. Thomas Tuchel could never. Dupe says the deadly duo is back again. Facts, we out here. When the surface says big up to Yancello and Mr. Child Support. You lot are fools, you know. You lot are fools. Look at Cam. What have you been saying to Cam off air? Well, I missed. He said, Flaw, let's get that ring ready. Yeah. You on the Mazza.
I got Beyonce put a ring on it before.
Oh, yeah, when he said that. And I was like, yeah, she don't love me. I always hear United fans say they had no choice, because there's no choice in that. I always relate this to like religion. Obviously, football's not as serious as religion, but say, for instance, if your parents are Muslim or Christian, chances are you're going to be Muslim or Christian. That's how it works.
Some people convert different faiths, innit? So you could be you chose not to.
I didn't convert. Like I said, my entire family is Manchester United fans. My entire family, I've got one aunt who's a City fan, and that's because she lived literally round the corner from Main Road. That's it. My entire family. So I'm saying, say again? Yeah, she are wrong in anyway. But my generation's United fans, the generation below me, Manchester United fans, and the generation above me and above that are all Manchester United fans.
And the
all my uncles and aunts.
Your generation, the next generation, is going to be City.
How is the next generation going to be City? How'd you wear that one out?
Your kids will probably support City.
Say that again?
Your kids will probably support City.
Where did you get this from? How my kids going to support City?
Because that's what happens.
Is it? All right, okay. All right, okay. She's not eating breakfast. She's eating rice, people. People think it's breakfast. It's rice. It looks slamming still. I need some of that from you, innit? As you can see, there's rice.
And halloumi.
When you cooking for me, innit? So I can pull up? I'm being deadly serious. I'm asking. Never. Is that what you're telling me?
When you're nice to me for a certain amount of time, then we'll see.
Oh my God, I know where this is going with the cat. Yo, I can't, never mind, innit? Man can't sleep, you know, people, innit? Where me? Man can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't clock out. Oh my God, but let's get into it
anyway.
Say that again?
You wanted macaroni cheese.
Yeah, I did want macaroni cheese because it's one of my favorite dishes. The macaroni and cheese with rice in it. Well, you know, now she is. Man said, is it basmati rice or Declan rice? Now, that's top quality rice. That's basmati and it's not Declan. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on him? Would you take him at Manchester City? Who? I'm not a fan. Declan Rice.
I don't know. He's a decent player. I don't know.
See, so that's, yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's options above him is what you're saying. He wouldn't be your first choice. You're not putting him on your short list. If City were to sign a DM this summer, which is looking like you're going to, are you putting Declan Rice on your top 3 shortlist?
No, because he's English, so it'll cost a hell of a lot of money.
But even if you thought he was good enough, you'd be like,
I don't know. You never know. Because sometimes these players, they go to like a bigger club and they shine, and others go to a bigger club and they don't look great. Like Danny Drinkwater looked great in the Leicester squad, went to Chelsea, didn't really do much. He's at Burnley, not really doing much. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. He's a good player.
I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's as good as people make out. People talk like, for me, the level where City or United are trying to go to, a Declan Rice don't fit that bill. I just don't see what a lot of people see. I've said this, innit? I always reserve judgment, and every time I see Declan Rice, he looks like a good player. But if you're trying to get to the top of the top, he's not it to me. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't get it, innit? But that's just me, though. What DMs are the best in the world at the moment? Anyway, very few are proven. I think Ndidi's miles better than him.
Yeah,
I think I'd take Basuma over him in terms of just potential. I'm not saying world class. You're either looking at someone who's solidified or you're looking at potential. Declan Rice, to me, is he even top 5 DMs in the league? I don't think so. I don't think he's better than Fernandinho. I don't think he's better than Ndidi. I don't think he's better than Basuma. That's free. I don't think he's better than Partey. I don't think he's better than Kante. Just 5. I don't think he's better than Joe. Who?
Fabinho from
Fabinho 6. Look, we just named 6. We just take 6. Ryan just said I'd take Declan Rice over Wijnaldum tomorrow. Ryan, you would take yourself over Wijnaldum tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And you're not even a midfielder. You know what I mean? And MB says he's not flawless, but I'd take Rice over Xhaka. MB, you would take yourself over Xhaka. I can do what Xhaka does. I play as a 6. I can stroll around and pass the ball from side to side. I've been doing it for years.
I love this. Who are you? Big up to you.
Oh, but when I compliment you, it's different, innit? It's all right. Don't worry about it, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Big up K-Russ.
Big up K-Russ. Yo, you lot mods, please let us know how many likes we are on. Get the likes up, share, subscribe to the channel. Please, yeah, like RB says, like and subscribe. Much appreciated.
Because you're flawless.
Who said this? Yeah, pull it up.
Says flawless.
That's good, that. I like that comparison. I get what you're saying in it. Man ain't got the Jerry curl, but now you say it, I can understand where you're going with the resemblance with the what's it called? With the snapback on and everything. I get what you're saying on the hair. I see you in it. It's not a Jerry curl though, but I get you. Big up Dupe every time. Big up Dupe.
I like compliments in it. If you want to compliment me, feel free. Because
apart from when it's from me.
Yeah, because it's fake.
How is it fake? How is it fake?
Anyway,
see what I have to go for. Oh, big up Ruben Diaz, Manchester City, the best team in the world. Nah. You're up there though, but you ain't the best team in the world. But all right, let's go into it anyway. Manchester City continue their title charge, and someone said this to me. What show was it? I think it was United. So shout out to him. It was on Aaron's show. And he was like, I can see City going undefeated for the rest of the season in the Premier League. So not winning every game, but not getting beat. What are your thoughts on that? Going undefeated just only in the Premier League, going undefeated.
For the rest of the season?
Yeah, in the Premier League.
To be honest, I think this run will come to an end. This unbeaten run. Just because, big up for you for the super chat, Wayne.
Big up my guy, Wayne.
I'll read it in a sec. But yeah, so what?
I'm laughing at the super chat what he said, innit?
Oh God. Lord Jesus.
Big facts, Wayne, innit? Wayne clocking it, Cam seeing it, Jody seeing it, other people in the comments, but it's all right, innit? Go on, you carry on, innit? Don't go red, girl. Go on. You get it off your chest, darling. It's all right, innit? It's okay, innit?
Anyway, yeah, I think I don't think we'll go unbeaten, but City's defense are a lot stronger than they've been in recent seasons. So normally to beat a City side, you probably have to score 2 or 3 goals. And we just don't look like we're going to concede 3 goals in a game, do you know what I mean? Or 2 goals in a game. So I think we could go unbeaten till the end of the season. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean in all competitions. I think we'll go out of one competition at least. But yeah, I think we could go unbeaten. And by unbeaten, I mean draws.
Yeah, not lose. Yeah.
Not get beaten again. But yeah, it's gonna be but Liam last. Norwich scored 3 against us. That City defense is not the same defense. Like the start of the season, City isn't the same defense. Like when we conceded 5 to Leicester. But even 5 to Leicester was, what's it called? The 5 to Leicester was 3 penalties. So even the worst game of our season, we conceded 2 goals from obviously outside of penalties and then 3 penalties. So I just don't think that we will be conceding how we normally concede. But we will not win every single game. We won't win every single game. I don't know. It depends. Because if a team score the first goal against City, and we kind of go back to kind of trying to attack them for a goal, and they could catch us again, and then it could be 2-0. We might lose, but I don't think teams are going to batter us. I just can't see it. I really can't see it. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to pull up your fixtures to see, but go on, carry on.
There's going to be draws because we ain't going to win every single game. We're not.
They'll definitely be. I think they'll definitely be. I agree with that. There'll be draws, but the
the
possibility
game that we might lose, unfortunately, it's either going to be Arsenal doing what they always do to Pep by ending his unbeaten run, or
do that, but go on.
It will be Man United, because Man United will bend over backwards to beat Man City. But I think apart from that, you know, Leicester, they beat us already this season. I don't think City are going to allow them to beat them home and away. I don't know about that. A lot of the teams that we've got coming up, we didn't beat them in the first half of the season. Mm-hmm. So I don't think... I just don't know. I don't know. That being said, I think if City wrap up the title, we could lose games simply because the title's wrapped up. So at the end, like we've got Chelsea near the end of the season. If the league's wrapped up, chances are we go for the other competitions if we're still in the other competitions. So it might plays a bit of a weaker squad and we lose. But yeah, I've seen City before have to win 14 games in a row and went and won 14 games in a row. We've got 14 games left. Like I have seen City do it. But it's a little bit different situation. So yeah, I don't know. This City team are just at the moment that on fire in it. I don't think it's going to last forever, but I'm hoping that, you know, we can get through it. Hopefully.
No, but yeah, I'm just listening to what you're saying. Go on.
For the super chat.
Love to Wayne in the super chat. You lot in the comments, because I just went on the YouTube video, have me bossing up and that. You lot in the comments are funny. You know what I'm saying? And we're supposed to be boys, people, man. Back me in it. You know what I'm saying? In that, wrongly or rightly, if it's not a football thing, back me in it. You know what I'm saying? In that, we supposed to be done.
Big up the super chat from K Russ. He says, City to win a treble, tears in my eyes. I hope so.
Tears, legit, like tears in it. Like, you will see me.
You know what though? To be honest, if we win a double, a treble, or anything more, I'm not going to say a quad, let's be honest, but let's say we win a double minimum, yeah? As long as it's not the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Like, if it's actually the league and, like, the Carabao Cup or the league, and, like, I am doing a long stream, and it's going to be, basically, we don't get no trophy parade. So it's going to be, like, a parade. Celebration stream in it. So you're all invited to join me to talk about City and how fantastic we are if we do that. Gonna stop shit staring. Do you know what? Yeah, I don't even throw shade at him. Let's move on to the next comment.
No, see, that's why you too fast. You see that goes to show, yeah. He's back. He's dissing me, not you in that. Read the comment again, innit?
No, it's not.
Yeah, read the comment again. Read the comment again.
So when Flawless compliments you, the shade is unreal.
He's saying I'm throwing shade when I compliment you. He's agreeing with you, but you were quick to try and diss me.
Yeah. Throwing shade.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You with it now, innit? But you was quick to diss man if I didn't say that, innit? You see, people, that's a prime example, innit, of what I'm talking about and what I have to deal with on a daily basis. Every day that ends in Y. You see that?
No, there's never too many compliments that you can give me, innit? It's nice.
Unless you're me, innit? If you're me, they don't count.
Yeah.
Let's see. Flawless a player as a winger, so I wouldn't fill in for Xhaka and I make more forward passes. I hear that. How many more years of City dominance for us as United fans to finally be worried? I think because we've seen what happened last year, that's what's always in the back of my mind. There are two things that always are saving grace. Three things actually. One, a last year situation can always happen. 2, I don't think Pep will be around forever. And for them to go and find a replacement for Pep will be very tough. And 3, we're literally a good manager away from being able to compete.
But what I will say is City are not going away. So
I don't think you'll go away. I don't think you'll go away.
Even if you come back into it, we're going to be competing together.
Yeah. I agree that. Yeah, so I see the worst case scenario that can happen with City is they'll do with Chelsea, where they'll always pop up every 2 years and win something. And I think United could do that.
I think City are building for that. City aren't building for short-term success.
Oh yeah, you're building for long-term success. Definitely.
They're building to be always up there, always. You know, like Barcelona did, like Real Madrid did, like. They're not building for short-term success. Do you know what I mean? Like at Real Madrid, it's a failure if you don't win the league. Do you know what I mean? It's a failure if you don't win the Champions League. Like Chelsea, to an extent, like if you don't win a trophy, you're out. But they kind of go up and down. Chelsea are kind of always there or thereabouts, but not. They do go some seasons where they won't be as good as the season before or whatever. But yeah, I think City are competing to be one of them that's always there, always winning something. Like, to be fair, like, how many years in the last 10 years have Man City been trophyless? Do you know what I mean? Like, that one year when Pep came in, the year under Mancini's last year. But even then, we got to an FA Cup final and completely threw it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we did win the Community Shield, even though it's not a trophy. But but to actually think City went a whole season without winning anything, like they are quite rare, to be honest, like in the past 10 years. So I think City will just pick up from that and hopefully go on to win regularly. Wayne again, he says, flawless, you know I'm your guy 100%, but Jan and Angel, so in the middle. Ah.
All right, you know what? I like how he stayed in the middle. I respect that still in that. I respect that. So you know what? And you know what, Wayne? And Wayne, nah. And I'm gonna DM you, so like, cause she's not gonna accept the compliments from me in it. So certain stuff that I want you to say, I can say it for you. You know what I'm saying? And then she's gonna say thank you and ish. But all right, go on. You continue reading the super chat. Look at that smile. Go on. In 28 teeth.
If Man City win 3 trophies, we should see the pull out. What does that mean?
We should see the. Oh, the poll. I think he's saying is the poll out. Was he on that episode when you were talking about you got a poll?
Oh!
Yes, yeah. Oh. He was talking about the poll because you was like, yeah, I've got a poll.
It's under my chair. Yes.
Yeah. That's what he's talking about.
Win 3 trophies. I will try and get the poll put up in it because I need to wait. So that's good. It's workout.
Big old Ryan,
big up to the #1 member of the Man City fan club, my cupcake, Ryan. We are all seeing it. Haha, you joker, flawless. See, I'm right.
We're all seeing what? We're all seeing what, Ravi, in it. Expand on that, because I don't know what comment you're talking about.
Upe says it's possible. This is about us being unbeaten for the rest of the season.
I'm gonna go for your fixtures now, innit? I'm gonna go for your fixtures.
Chill, Jan. I'm not talking about going unbeaten for the whole season. We're talking about unbeaten
in the Premier League,
in the Prem, till the end of the season, which is 14 games. Don't get me wrong. I actually still think we'll lose. I do think we will lose. I do think it will be the derby or on Sunday. I think
I'm having a look here now.
Or United.
So you got Arsenal at home, West Ham. No, Arsenal away, West Ham at home, Wolves at home, United at home, Southampton at home, Fulham away, Everton away, Leicester away, Leeds away, Villa away, Palace away. Say that again?
Must be Everton at home. We played them away.
Oh, no, FA Cup quarterfinal, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I got it wrong. All right, so I missed that. But yeah, all right, let me run this from the top. Bear with me, people. I'm tired. Right, so you got Arsenal away.
In there.
Then West Ham at home.
That are not going to be easy.
Yeah, Wolves at home. You said this about this February one, but we're going to get into that. Then the Manchester derby at home for you lot. Southampton at home, Fulham away. Leicester away, Leeds at home, Villa away, Palace away, Chelsea at home, Newcastle away, Brighton away, Everton at home. more than capable of going and beating them. I'm not saying win everyone.
Wayne, you're crazy putting in another super chat. Well, thank you. You don't need to lose weight, Yang. You're perfect, and you can't beat that. And yeah, pole dancer and try and get flawless on it. Flawless can't pole dance.
That's not saying I would ever want to do. Try to do.
Which you probably don't have.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would never want to do anyway in it. But I appreciate the super chat, Wayne.
It's good for your.
I'm good. Life. I'm good in it. You know what I'm saying? I leave that to you and that.
Do you know what? Yeah, I've not pole danced in so long. I probably wouldn't even be able to do it. Do you know how hard it is when you don't do it for a while?
I could imagine.
Hard, man. And I have no upper body strength, so I have to like build my muscles because I have none.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I gotta build up in that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just streaming and putting on weight, that's all I've been doing. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, back to Manchester City, I do 100% believe more than capable of going undefeated in the Prem, because everyone was talking about everyone's talking about this tough February run that Manchester City have. Tough run where? I said this from the jump, from before February started, and everyone was looking at, they have a tough run. So it's like, where was this tough run? So they had Burnley at the top of the month on the 3rd of February, who they rolled over. Liverpool, who they beat, like I said they would beat, because Liverpool are in the mud. Brighton and Burnley there and won there. Then they played Spurs, who they rolled over because the manager's done. Arsenal, they're going to roll over tomorrow. West Ham, they're going to beat. And then that's the end of February. Where was this tough running? Like, people love to overhype teams. I don't understand it. If a team's playing well and has plenty of attacking players to hurt you, I'd be like, I understand. But people where was I don't understand. But it's not like, I'm back. Yeah. It's a tough place to go, but it's not like, oh my God, we're playing Burnley away.
Do you know what it is? I think because these teams are taking points off, it happened that season in 18-19 where we had 14 games left. And I think everyone was saying City would have to win every single game. And they did. And every week, Liverpool fans were putting like Ashley Barnes as their picture going, come on, you're going to beat City. And then it was Jamie Vardy, I think, when we played Leicester. Like, there was all these fans were like, you're not going to beat Leicester. You're not going to beat this person. You're not going to beat that team. You're not going to beat that team. And City were just doing it. And when City are on a roll like this, no one is beating them. Like, when they're on this roll. But obviously, it's going to come to an end at some point. But, like, Everton, to be fair, put up a good fight. Like, Everton weren't awful. Like, Everton played well. But City are on this roll where they're just, and, you know, even, like, I'd say Liverpool were that bad, even though on paper their squad wasn't the best. Liverpool weren't awful. City are just on this kind of roll. Obviously, they did get a bit of luck with Alisson, but when City are on this sort of run, like, it doesn't matter who gets put in front of them. But Champions League, because Ultra Parisian says they're going to concede 3 goals in Champions League. No worry for that. Who knows, innit? Like, our problem in Europe has always been that we've conceded a lot of goals. Like, when we went out to Tottenham, 6-6. When we went out to Monaco, 6-6. Last season, Lyon, 3-1, which, let's be honest, if that was 2 legs, it wouldn't have ended like that, because we probably would have just gone for like a 2-1 win, probably taken a draw, any of that crap. But because we had to go for it, because it was a one-off game, we were pushing so hard for the second goal that they got the second goal, and then they just, while City were pressing for the second goal, they just went and got a third. So that is a little bit more unrealistic, but we've always conceded too many goals. City this season are not conceding like we normally do. And I'm not saying that we're going to go through and win the Champions League, because that's a big ask, but I don't think we're going to be going out to any team 6-6 or anything daft like that. And if we score the amount of goals that we normally do and don't ship in the goals that we normally do, we should go.
I just want to say to this comment, who said it? Where was it now? Someone said flawless and Partey in the midfield. That's a quality double RB. That is a quality double pivot in that. Because everything I'm bad at on a football pitch, Partey can do in that. Get me physical, run around. Like, that works. You get what I'm saying? And that is the perfect. I could do what Xhaka does. That's what I'm saying. And I am with that 100%. 1000%. Oh yeah, big up someone back. Yeah, here's a comment for you. This is for you, Yan City. Hold up.
Yeah, but you're way ahead. You're way.
Am I that far ahead? Am I wait? Sorry, I didn't mean to mess it. I
Yeah.
just seen this and that's what it is. But yeah, not gonna lie, Yan Flawless puts in effort with you though still. And he don't even like me because I'm always bantering his team. And he's saying that. See that? But Zayn, if you was backing her, she would definitely like be on the bandwagon. But yeah, go on, carry on.
Dupe says Otamendi was in defence. That's true at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Then we swapped Otamendi for Diaz, which is daylight robbery, for being honest. Like, I know we paid a bit of money as well, but yeah. Liam Last says, I think without City having a proper striker at the moment, there will definitely be a game we struggle to score. I agree, but Aguero is back, so we actually do have a striker, a proper striker right now.
Fact.
Dupe, I think Ultra's a PSG fan, so
yes,
he's conceded one so far. They'll go through anyway. Ravi says, can City win the Champions League this season? Can they win it? Yes. Will they win it? Who knows?
Nah.
Probably not. You know what it is with the Champions League? I feel like I always say this. One, you need a bit of luck, which we haven't had in the Champions League, let's be honest. We haven't. You need a little bit of luck. You need, I'd say, the know-how to win 1-0, the know-how to, to take a draw if you need to take a draw, the know-how to not concede too many goals. And I actually think City have that this season. We can win 1-0. We can, get the goals that we need to get, stuff like that. So I think City have a much better chance this season than we have had in previous seasons. The only thing that I would say is the mentality factor. City, it's almost like a block, like we can't win it. These players need to believe that they can win it. And also, a lot of people normally get to a final and lose before they win it. Like PSG got to a final and lost. They're now a good shout for this season. Do you know what I mean? Atletico Madrid got to a final a bit ago and lost. They're a good shout. So I think this season, maybe a little bit too soon, but we need to be getting further than we have. We need to be getting to another semi-final and winning it, to be honest. And then we'll see. We'll see. I think, to be honest, with this team that we've got, like if they got to a final, I'd still give them a fair chance. I don't think they're going to go out like Tottenham did, where it was kind of over very quickly. I don't think that will happen, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Conrad said he watched the big man saying Harry Maguire is shit today. I love it. He is a legend in my family already. Zayn said, I can see why Man City sold Otamendi. Man tried to do an overhead kick and almost cost himself a goal. Liam says, you're still in most competitions. The schedule will be quite compact and you may struggle. That's why I want to get the league wrapped up. I want that league to be a big gap so we can afford to lose 3 games. Or I think right now we can afford to lose 3 games. So yeah, I want it to be a case where we can afford to lose 4 or 5 games and then just makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, I think City have lost 2 out of, how many games have we played? 22?
You're talking about in the league?
Yeah. 24? I think we've played 24. Yeah, because we've got 14 games left. So we've lost 2 out of 24.
What a quick maths. Yeah, 2 out of 24.
To go and lose 3 out of the next 14, I'm not so sure. Well, not to lose 4 out of the next 14. It seems a little bit unlikely. I'm not saying it's impossible because it's not. And for Man United to go unbeaten and win every single game for the rest of the season, I also can't see. So yeah, I think if we beat Arsenal, that goes on to 13 games. And then I think if we beat our next team, West Ham, yeah, I don't think, I can't see any other team but City having a chance, really. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's right.
Says, flawless, can United get further in the Europa than Arsenal and Spurs?
Definitely depending on the draw. I was going to go into this anyway. Depends a lot on the draw. We beat Sociedad 4-0. So that's put that tie to bed. So it depends who we draw. There was a lot of when we was doing the match reaction and Statman Baines was going through the results, there was a lot of shock results in terms of high scoring games in the Europa League. I'm not too sure. Obviously, you lot in the comments are no better than me. Other teams' forms and where they're doing in their league. Like someone said that Sociedad had only won, I think, 4 games out of their last 20 or something like that. In the build up to that, obviously, I didn't know that. But then when we played them, I realized why. They've only won 4 in their last 20. Like they were really bad. As good as we were, they were bad. But United, you got to take advantage of that. So yeah, we can therefore, again, with the individual players we're set up to win cup competitions. League, no. Cups, yes. That's why the FA Cup and the Europa League, we could win. We have a chance.
You're a Tottenham Hotspur.
What cups did Tottenham win?
They don't, but they're a cup side, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a cup side. They don't win nothing, innit? They're mugs. That's what they are. You know what I mean? Like Liverpool, like this guy's team here, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Ryan said, I would back both of you. You see how you back both of us equally, but he's always sending shots for you and I'm not. See what I mean? This is just no love. There's just no love.
You says you who was laughing at him behind your hand when we did the Q&A after City beat him 4-1. You was laughing at him before the stream, during the stream, after the stream. Look, you laughing at him now. Get me?
Anyway, Zane says, wants to say a quad, say it with chest. Do you know what? It's just the quad has never been done before. So we'll take it trophy by trophy. If we wrap up the league, we win the Carabao Cup final. We're still in the FA Cup. The Everton don't knock us out. And we're still going strong in the Champions League. Then we can consider it. But yeah, to me, we're a long way away from there. I'd have to see how we are in the Champions League first. But yeah, best case scenario is that we get past Everton in the FA Cup. We obviously beat Tottenham. We win the league and we get to the Champions League final. And then, we'll be a little bit gutted to miss out on a quad in the final, to be fair. But, at least we're making progress anyway. So Conrad said, if City win a treble, I'm disappearing. Is that like any treble or is that the treble? Because if it's the treble, I don't blame.
If it's the treble, I'm definitely.
We won the domestic treble already.
Oh, you can take that. I'm not asking like that.
Dufe says, LOL, imagine we only win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Exactly. That would be a failure considering where we are right now.
The Premier League's
general, at the start of the season, if someone said, would you want to win 2 cups? I wouldn't have turned my nose up at that. But at the same time, where we are in the league right now, if we don't win the league, that means City have fucked up. Because that means that Man United or Leicester would have to win probably all of their games and beat us. And we would have to drop another 7 points after playing Man United or Leicester and losing. So yeah, I don't think, and I'm sure Leicester and Man United have to play each other too. So they'd have to
double check.
Yeah. So yeah, it would
play Leicester.
It would take quite a bit of bottling it from City to not go on and win the league. But we'll see, because obviously, depending on United's results and our results, if we lose to Arsenal and they win their game and then Man United beat us in that derby, it could be a lot closer than it is right now.
We played Leicester the 35th game. No, 36, sorry. So there's only 2 games after them.
Yeah, so it could be a case of City have bottled it a little bit and it's close, or it could be a case of, but I even think with City, like, even if we didn't beat Arsenal, we didn't beat West Ham, say we get 2 draws from them games, Man United would have to be perfect for the rest of the season, and that City would have to not go on another run, which I think City are capable of going on another run, whether that's 5 games, 6 games, 7 games. So I don't know. I just think it would be very, very shocking if we didn't win the league, to be honest. Andrew says, hello, Yan City. Hello to you. VIP flawless. What's that when it's at home?
Look at the hate.
Will says,
give my flowers. Are we just blushing? Are we just going over his? Are we just glossing over his comment? You're not gonna read his comment out? No, you know what I'm saying?
Why would I be blushing?
Are you just gonna read his comment out? Not, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, that's nice. You're getting compliments now.
No, that's sarcasm. That's sarcasm. I know Dupe. I know Dupe. It's definitely sarcasm. Exactly. That's why they're at home making these. You see, the people we attract. There's a reason we attract these people. They understand the jokes we be telling and that. This is why we all get on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Andrew, see that you lot got me in trouble. She blames me for you lot saying she was blushing. Now I get it. I didn't even say it. You lot said it. Look, see, she mad at me about it.
Ryan says City's infrastructure is too good. Even without Pep, they'll still be up there challenging. True that. Do you know what? We won titles before Pep, and we will win titles after Pep. But yeah, it's like I said before, this sort of tiki-taka, whatever you want to call it, style of football goes all the way through from the men down to the kids and stuff like that. So whoever comes in will be well suited to Man City. Like, they're not just going to pick any manager. And yeah, hopefully, you know, City can go on for a very long time. Andrew Ellis says it's been a long time. A title winner have retained in the Premier League. I mean, it was like 2 years ago, but I think like it's not as common as people like to make out. Like, the problem is, like, when Man City went back to back, everyone was like, yeah, anyone can go back to back. It's not this competitive anymore.
Who said that? Wait. Who said anyone can go back to back? That's
no, like when City won it, like when Liverpool won it last season, everyone was like, yeah, they'll go back to back. Like, and the thing is, like I was saying last season, it's very difficult to go back to back.
Facts.
Everyone was like, yeah, but Liverpool will do it. Like, if you look at everyone's predictions at the start of the season, it was Liverpool. People weren't saying it won't.
Liverpool to win the league.
People were saying Liverpool are going to win it. Liverpool are going to win it. And the thing is, with going back to back, is like, it's hardly anyone has done it. Do you know what I mean? We've had some good managers in the league that haven't done it, with quality squads that haven't done it. You know,
it's very. I've said this before. It's very tough to do. This is why Wenger, as great as he is, never have done it. Fergie did it. Mourinho did it. Pep did it. Like, it's very tough to go back to back because we've seen it happen, innit? Like, that's why next season Liverpool are gonna come back with a vengeance with Klopp. Same way City came back with a vengeance. Like, when you're of the level of a Klopp or Pep, and you have their drive and their will to win, like, they're professional. Like, Pep would have been hurt last season. He would have been planning what's happened last season, the same way Klopp's now planning for last season, because it's not embarrassed is too strong of a word, but when you're the king, and then it's like Black Panther for those that have seen it. She hasn't seen, Yan City ain't seen it, so she won't know what I'm talking about. But when you get challenged, if you get beat up, you come back with a vengeance. You get what I'm saying? And that, like, you don't want someone taking your your castle from you and that. And that's what happened. Klopp did it to Pep. Man snatched it from him. You know what I'm saying? Man took his crown.
It's like,
was like, nah, I'm running back.
Jones was like, we're coming back for our trophies, isn't it? Because like he was hurt that they didn't win it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we'll see. Liam says, big up to Toasteen, by the way. Big up to you. Liam says, you saw what happened to you after Company went through what happened when Aguero finally goes and you struggle to find that 20-30 goal a season striker. City are already looking for the Aguero replacement that will come in the summer, whether that's Haaland, whether it's Martinez, like from where's he from again? Inter Milan.
Who?
The guy that everyone.
Oh, Martinez.
Yeah.
He does look like a Aguero replacement, and he's Argentinian. When someone told me he's Argentinian, I was like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, it makes sense.
Probably get someone like that. And to be honest, in City's squad, if you're half decent, you should get 20 goals a season.
Facts. Like, that's how bad Jesus is.
De Bruyne puts it on your foot. Like Jesus even gets that. Like, come on now. Ravi says, flawless, you need a big box of Kleenex to wipe the tears if City win the treble. Don't worry.
Kleenex? Nah. Not Kleenex. Big bottle of JD. That's what I'm grabbing in that.
You know what?
Big bottle of JD.
Andrew, the funny thing is, like, I'm not even here to say City are going to win 21 league titles. All I will say is bear this in mind. when Fergie came in, at that time, Liverpool fans said Man United would never win 18 titles.
That famous banner in that.
Man
famous
United,
banner.
Man United were on 7 league titles. And they
I
said,
love
Liverpool fans said Man United would never win 18 titles. And Man United got to 20 before Liverpool got to 19. And I'm not saying that City are going to go and win ridiculous amounts of titles, but all I will say is if Liverpool can be on 18 and stay on 18 and United can come back and get to 20, I would never rule out that Man City won't ever be close. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that we're going to go above you and win like 20 something, because we would have to do some madness. And let's be honest, even if we did a Fergie where we go and win 13 in 20 years or whatever, 28 years or whatever, even if we do something like that, it's still going to take a while for us to do that. So I'm not saying we are, but all I'm going to say is just be careful what you say in it. Because my dad in the 90s said that Man City would win the league more than once before Liverpool won it when the Premier League started. And everyone laughed him out the room, saying, what are you on about? Liverpool, biggest club in the country. Of course we're going to win the Premier League before Man City. And not only did Man City win it once before Liverpool, they did what my dad said, and won it twice. Actually, they won it 3 times. But yeah, so I'd just be careful what you say in it, because you never know. MB he says, Jan, your favourite Man City signing in recent times and why? My favourite signing is my favourite player, Fernandinho. The reason why he was my favourite signing was because he actually interacted with the fans before he came. And I love that. And he was saying, like, I can't wait for my first day at work tomorrow. Like, oh, he's so cute. Like, I love Fernandinho. But in terms of the signing that I really wanted and we got, let me think. I did want De Bruyne, to be fair. I did want De Bruyne. Mendy. I wanted Mendy badly. I did want Mendy. Because Mendy mashed us up when we played Monaco. But it didn't quite work out. Actually, to be fair, when he came in, he was a good sign in the beginning. And then he got injured. And we haven't seen the best of him since. But he was a player that I really wanted. And we actually got him. Jerome Boateng, another player that I really wanted. And we got him. And he didn't work out either. So, yeah. I don't know. Umar says to you, Flawless, I've heard of this player called Darren Moore. Is this one of them things?
I think it's one of them still, but I don't understand how that's, unless that means something I don't.
Darren Moore from Woodington FC. Darren Moore.
Don't keep saying it in it. They're going to clip you in it. Don't do it.
No,
don't do it.
I don't know what that is.
Don't clip it in it. But you're going to end up saying it, right? It's not. It's for something in it. He's trying something, but I don't know what it is. That's why I ignored it. No, not ignored it, but I was trying to figure it out as we were going through the comments. There's a couple of them. So I'm trying to, well, I don't know what that is.
Yannick of Jamaica.
Facts.
Through this, Liam. He says, Flawless, she's grateful on a super chat. Get your wallet out, lad. True. She
used to love me for me, Liam. You know what I'm saying?
Marshall says, yo, Flawless, do you think if City don't win the Champions League, their season could be considered a failure as that's their priority?
That's a very good question, you know, and it depends on what else they win. So say, for instance, Manchester City win the Premier League. Any team who wins the league that season, their season can't be considered a failure. No chance, because they've won the league. So if City win the Premier League, I wouldn't say it's a failure. That's a successful season. Now, if you add in on top of a Premier League, a FA Cup and or a Carabao Cup, it's a successful season. What I would say about City with the Champions League is it doesn't make their season a failure. It just means they failed in the Champions League. but it's not over. And that's what they've done recently. They failed in the Champions League because if you look at, like I keep saying with Manchester City, the teams they've gone out to, they shouldn't be going out to. There's not one team that I've looked at and I'm like, especially on the Pep as well, who I've looked at and been like, they're on par or better than Manchester City. That's why I believe City will win the league. I just don't think with Pep. I just don't think Pep has it with this competition.
Do you know what? Like, it's interesting because like opposition fans are always like, "Oh, Pep got brought in to win the Champions League. Pep, blah 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 blah." Like, let's be honest. Do we want the Champions League? Yes.
1,000%.
Have we not done well enough in the Champions League? Also, yes. And stuff like that. But I think like it's not as deep as a lot of opposition fans think it is. Like a lot of managers, like Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, a lot of these big managers say the league, winning the league is well, Jose said winning the league is the manager, winning the Champions League is the players. That's what he said.
Yeah, because it's a cup competition.
For it is like you say, in Europe, individual brilliance could win you the Champions League.
Oh, definitely.
It could win you the Champions League. Individual brilliance won't win you a Premier League. It can get you so far, but it isn't going to win it. Like, you need a squad, you need a decent manager, you need a lot of things that make a Premier League winning team. And I think this is why, like Pep says it, and you always get people saying he's only saying that because he hasn't won it with City, but he has won the Champions League twice with Barcelona, and he still says it. You know what I mean? So, and Jose Mourinho has won the Champions League at big clubs and at not so big clubs, right? And he still says it himself. So this is not something that I'm just saying as a City fan because we haven't won it. This is coming from you, Jose Mourinho's and your Pep Guardiola's, and they say the league, winning the league feels better than winning the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I think with City, like I think a team needs to dominate in their own home country before they dominate in Europe. Like, how are you saying that you're the best team in Europe when you're not even the best team in your country? When you're not even the best team in your city? Like,
it's a catch-22 though, because if you win Real Madrid, for instance, the 4 Champions Leagues they won in 5 years, I believe I'm gonna have to double check this. I think they might have only won their league once out of those 4.
Oh yeah, they were the best. They haven't won the league. Yeah, they haven't won the league that much.
It was Zidane in it. It was the one, but they were the best team in Europe at that point. That team, because they went and did something that hadn't been done before. They retained it. No one has done that since then.
To be fair, their focus was probably the Champions League. Do you know what I mean?
That team was amazing. That team that was incredible.
Set for probably Europe. Like I think it's Jose that was talking about it, and he was saying that they're more set for the Champions League
because there's rich in history in it. Because they've won it more than anybody else.
And it's kind of like Liverpool were almost like that a little bit up until recently, obviously, when they went for the league. But they were kind of more set up for European success. So you do get teams like that. But yeah, I think City will win it eventually. I don't think our owners care as much as opposition fans. I don't think they see it as a failure. I think a failure for City would be to not win anything at all.
That's a fit. No. Win a Premier League, or if you don't win a Premier League or Champions League, I think that's considered failure.
This is the thing, right? I'd say a failure would be to win nothing at all. An okay season would be to win 2 cups or something like that. A good season would be to win the league. A good season would be to win the league.
Yeah,
and a great season would be to win the Champions League. Like, I don't think... I don't know. Like, the league is obviously the main aim every season. The league is the main aim. That will be the aim for City, to win the league. The Champions League is also an aim at the start of the season. So it'll be win the league. But right now, from where City have been in the Champions League, I think the aim for Pep probably this season is to get further in the Champions League. It's probably not to go and win it. Because how is it for a final and they're telling you go win it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he needs to for his legacy, because at the moment, that's the only black mark he has.
Oh, he has to.
Add in the fact as well that the two teams he's left have won it since him. So it looks bad and use too strong of a word, but they won. Bayern Munich have won 2 quadruples since you've left. Barcelona have won, I think, either 1 or 2 trebles. Yeah, 1 or 2 trebles since you've left. So now it's kind of like that is the black mark you have on there, and you have to get that off your back. Like Fergie had to win the Champions League again. After he won it in 99, he had to go and win it again. You have to win back-to-back Premier Leagues, which he's done. Pep has to do Pep, and it's not changing the goalposts. If you're going into that conversation, people are always gonna expect more and raise the stakes. Like if Pep stays here and build, he has to win 3 Premier Leagues in a row.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, this is what separates you when you do things that others have done before you or do better. Like if he won 4 in a row, that puts him in a whole different category. If he wins 4 Premier Leagues in a row,
he's already done something that's never been done before.
Yeah, with the domestic treble, like that again, that's something that puts him in a whole. That puts him in a whole other category.
Like, do you know what? Like, I want the Champions League. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think it's that deep. Like City have been in the Champions League like 10 years, if that. 10 years. That's not a long time. Do you know what I mean? Like, as much as, yes, we should be winning it. Yes, we have a squad that can win it. We haven't been in it for like, I think Arsenal have been in it for 28 years. And I don't want to throw shade at Arsenal.
She definitely throwing shade at Arsenal.
28 years, Arsenal had a team that
didn't win it.
Arsenal had a team that were killing it in the Prem. You had a fantastic team and you still didn't win it. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea won it eventually, but Chelsea had that strong team for a bit before they won it. So I'm not saying that City have done well in the Champions League because we haven't. That's no secret. But I do think it's a bit of an overreaction that City should have gone and won it 3 times and all this crap, because it's like even Fergie was the best United team won it twice. So yeah, it's not easy to win. The only team that make the Champions League look easy, and yeah, I think it's one of them things. It will happen eventually. I think at City it's been a mentality problem more than anything else. I think if you send every single City player now to Liverpool, they win it easy. Because the mentality of the club is we've been there, done that.
And that's a big thing to change. So are
you telling me that Liverpool's team that won the Champions League were better than City's? Like, no.
I know what your point is. You make an interesting point.
That's what I think it is. Wayne, big up the super chat again. He says, guys, smash the like button for a great stream. For us, this late and young, who had been better in Premier League, Ronaldo or Hazard?
You better say the right answer.
I don't like these.
You better say the right answer. I'm leaving the stream. You better say the right answer. Better say the right. It's not even that's not even a question.
Who do you think I'm gonna say?
You're gonna say the wrong one to be a dick. That's what you're gonna do. Look at the smile on your face.
You know what? I'm actually more of a fan of one than the other.
I know which one you're more of a fan of. I get that.
Which one do you think I'm more of a fan of?
Hazard.
No.
You're more of a fan of Ronaldo. Wow, that's surprising.
I actually like Ronaldo more than Hazard. But in the Prem, though, I actually think Ronaldo's best years were after United, to be honest.
They was.
I think he elevated when he went up.
He did.
And I think Hazard in the Prem was key for Chelsea for quite a few years. What I would say is Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or at Man United. He won the Champions League at Man United. Obviously won the league a bunch of times.
He won 3 back-to-back leagues. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
He won 3 back-to-back leagues.
Won the league and some FA Cup. I think he won the Europa League.
He won the league and then took the next year off. That's what Hazard done at Chelsea. Won the league and took the next year off.
I don't think, even though I know what people are saying, like Hazard's key years were in the Prem, whereas Ronaldo's key years probably weren't in the Prem.
I agree with that. He got better, but what I'm saying is he's still clear. Man's team won. He won everything while he was here, number one, and won 3 back-to-back leagues. He won leagues back-to-back 3 times. This is not even a question. The Ronaldo hate is ridiculous just because he did get. I agree. He did get.
You know what? I don't actually like. I was trying not to be biased there because I don't actually like Hazard. So I was trying not to be like. And I'm not saying he's shit.
Wayne don't have it, man. She's there. Get me. Yes, your star, man, and you've been giving her nothing but compliments. Don't have it, Wayne.
Nah, like I'm not. Like I just.
She lying, Wayne, man. She's gonna slag him off.
I'm not gonna slander it. I'm not gonna slander it. But he was a great player, innit? It's a preference thing. I'm not a massive fan of him. Yeah, I just think you can't like. It's interesting because people like put different arguments to fit agendas, innit? So like sometimes you're having a discussion with someone and they'll say Messi's not better than Ronaldo. So you'll say, why is Messi not better than Ronaldo? He's never won the World Cup. You know, he's failed with Argentina. He's this, that, and the other. The same person now will have a conversation about midfielders and be saying, oh, David Silva ain't that great. But he won the World Cup. So it's like, if you're going to have that argument, make that argument for every single footballer. Don't just say, oh, no, I prefer Gerrard. Well, did Gerrard win the World Cup? No, he didn't. Did he win the league? No, he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, you have to think of it. Like, and I know there's context to it. Don't get me wrong. There are
people like to troll as well, innit? People like to troll.
Yeah. There's some players that are good players, like you were saying earlier about Scholes. Like, Scholes didn't win a World Cup, but it's kind of like I just think there is context to it. There is
context. Big up to you lot, though. You lot, wait 1 sec before you carry on. 1 sec. Yo, everybody, make sure you smash the like button if you're watching right now on the YouTube. Hit the like button on the video. Share it. Please share it across all your socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Mods, please let me know how many likes we are on in the video. We should be on at least 40 to 50. Please should be able to. But yeah, go on.
Sorry, Wayne.
What did he say?
He said, Yana, put you in timeout. I just wanted to see Flawless's face. I knew he'd start. Loads of respect there.
Yeah. So, yo, it's putting the GOAT in conversations with Eden. Like, come on now.
Ew, man. Like, no. Ugh. But yeah, like, I don't know. I think, like, it's funny to see football arguments in it because one argument that works for one doesn't work for another. It's like them stat merchants. It's like the stats.
XG.
But then about another player, it's eye test. So it's like, put them both together, I get that. An argument for the best player. Like I would say, for example, I was saying Aguero is a fantastic striker. I'm going to say Aguero has scored this amount of goals. He's won this and he's brilliant to watch. Do you know what I mean? That's a full argument because all 3 of them things are true. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got like other people who statistically aren't the best, like your David Silvas, but eye test will tell you he was a fantastic player. So people that don't watch football will be like, David Silva's overrated. People that watch football know that he's not. Do you know what I mean? So I think there's context to everything as well. So we'll see. 1 sec. I'm going to get to some of the comments because there's been
there's been nothing. Salute to you lot, innit? Because you lot are helping out with the show massively.
Any girl who stays up past midnight is special. Don't lose her, Flawless. Ravi is here. You know, if he lost me, he'd be heartbroken. We had this discussion the other day.
Yeah, absolutely devastated.
And he's not even being sarcastic, even though that sounded sarcastic.
That's just my natural tone. Did I not just say I'd be devastated? That's just naturally how I sound. That's no different from how I'm talking now. I just said I'd be devastated. Man can't win.
Liam says, to be honest, the season went back-to-back. Arsenal, United, Chelsea, Tottenham were miles off and Liverpool wasn't quite there. Yeah, but you can argue that for a lot of seasons where people have gone back-to-back. Do you know what I mean? Ravi, Jan is going to be gun-leaning when City win the league, singing Take Your Time with It. I don't think so. Charlie, big up to Charlotte, says, hi. Charlie. I said Charlotte. Charlie, big up to you. Hi, guys.
Big up Charlie, man.
He thinks we're winning the quad.
Big up Charlie. I do see Charlie in here. Yeah, big up Charlie.
Zane said, Man City fans should thank me. I said Aguero's finished and Vardy's better. If you think Aguero's finished, that's up to you. But
They're famous last words, man. They're famous last words.
We will see. People say that all the time.
They're famous last words.
People said Company was finished, and he came back and scored that goal against Leicester and won us the league. So you just got to be careful what you say. Umar says, respect to both of you. City and United just love the rivalry. Everyone's hating on Jesus. You can't hate. You people are not religious, you know. Pure hate.
You mean the fake Jesus? Gabriel. He's fake, man. You know what I'm saying? How are we only on 36 likes? Get them likes up, people, man. Oh, it's 40 now. I stand corrected. Let's get that to 50. Go on, carry on, Yancy.
MV says you have to split Fergie flawless because man said he will come and knock Liverpool off the pitch, and he did it.
Yeah, man, that's my guy, man. GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Absolute GOAT in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one will ever replicate what he did, I don't think, in our lifetimes. Never, man. GOAT, what he did. Even what he did before United, broke up the Celtic Rangers monopoly over that, won a European trophy with Aberdeen, came here, won league titles, built team after team after team, won Champions Leagues, won FA Cups, like types of different. Hey, don't mute.
Less of the Fergie loving. Zane says, Jan.
You go keep this going. Look at the hate and that, because Pep could never. That's why, and playing all types of different things.
You know what? Pep could. Pep could.
We've seen Pep change, though. Give Pep his props. He has changed this season and that for the first time. But you know.
Do you know what? It's interesting because I was saying earlier on the show that I did with Cam, like a lot of people were saying, even at the start of the season, like Klopp's better than Pep. Like Pep can't rebuild. Like we've seen Fergie rebuild. We haven't seen Pep rebuild. Like we've literally seen Pep rebuild. Like that team that played against Everton the other night was Pep's team and Phil Foden, who arguably has been developed.
Less of the Pep loving. Yeah, we know he's good. He's good. He's rebuilt. He's done it for the first time. Yeah, he's done it. He's done it for the first time. Can you sustain it though? Can you do it again? Can you sustain it? Can you do it again?
I think he could.
Interesting. I don't know.
To be honest, even like when he's left clubs, like.
And how do you do in the next season? How do you do when it not goes well? Can you still pick? Because last season was dreadful. The same conversation that we're having now about Liverpool is what we're having against City. That's the interesting part.
This is the thing, though. This is what people were saying. Like when last season, they were saying he's done. You know what I mean? And he came back and showed people that he's not. And this is now going to be the challenge for Klopp. Does Klopp come back out next season and prove all these people wrong? Do you know what I mean? I'm not dissing Klopp. Like I think a lot of it is tiredness from being at the top for however long, which happened to us as well. And I think what's happening to Liverpool now happened to City last year. Playing key players out of position. Fernandinho out of our midfield took a lot of our midfield out. So the defense was weak. You know, the midfield was weak. Like it wasn't great. And we saw that last season, and we're seeing that with Liverpool. And I think Liverpool probably go on next season and come back and do what I'd expect them to do, which is to either challenge again or at least be up there. Do you know what I mean? If not win it, like I would expect them to do that. Especially under Klopp. Zayn says, Jan, since your dad knows the future, can your dad tell us when William will leave? Because I hate that guy. I don't know. Diaz and Aguero. I don't know what that's about. Won it 4 times before Liverpool. You're 100% right. I didn't even clock. Yeah, won it 4 times. Sorry, I'm 3 times. I was thinking, but yeah, 4. Flawless, darling.
Yes, babes.
You got a question.
What's the question?
Ravi says, who's better out of Pogba or Cantona?
So I seen that. That's an absolute terrible question. We appreciate all the questions. It's a terrible question to ask. You don't even play the same position.
They don't. Yeah.
I like you, Ravi. You're my guy, yeah? You know me? And you got Sian City to call my name like that, which I loved. But terrible question, isn't it? Terrible question. At least pick two players in the same position.
Wallace is the man.
Who said that?
Torstein.
Big up Torstein.
Danny says, imagine Messi at City next year, 1-on-1 against Maguire. That would go down well.
All right, Danny. We're here to entertain, and content and that. But why would you bring those type of dark thoughts around, innit? Like,
Visualize says, can Man City go undefeated? We've already discussed that. I think
in the Premier League, yes.
It is possible. It is possible. Based on how we've played this season, it's possible. But I think we will lose a game or two before the end of the season. That's why I want us to beat Arsenal.
You're going to roll over Arsenal like you rolled over Spurs? Oh, yeah, we're doing a watch-along for both those games on Sunday as well, people. So you will get Arsenal versus Manchester City watch-along, and then immediately after, you're going to get the Manchester United versus Newcastle. Go on, what are you busting up at?
Nah, Jensen tried to catch us with some dead-ass name. Like, we're not going to realise about City, honestly.
Yeah, like, you lost. Like, you ain't going to catch us out. Like, if you do that, you have to be clever. You can't just be naming some player from the Championship. It's like, I'm just not going to read it.
A good example of the team winning in the Champions League is when Liverpool bottled it first time, Karius and the centre back. Yeah, it's individual players that win or lose you the Champions League. Like, it's very different. Like, even last season against Lyon, like, Raheem Sterling misses a sitter. They go down the other end and score. That lost us the tie. That sitter, missing that sitter, lost us the tie. You can't blame that on Pep. I do blame the fact we went out on Pep because he overthought it and he put a weird starting lineup that didn't work. The players didn't know what they were doing. The players were angry at Pep because they didn't know what they were doing, and it didn't go down well. But if Sterling puts that ball in the back of the net, I don't think we're having this conversation. We're talking about what City do after that tie, whether we went out or not in the next round. So, yeah, it's definitely players. Yeah, Zidane said it as well, NAC 16. This is what I mean. These managers that have been there, done that, won the Champions League are saying this. This is not coming from me. Do you know what I mean? Jensen says, not for fans, nothing gets close to the UCL. Yeah, I think it depends though. City fans probably wouldn't prefer the Champions League.
Because what it is, they don't have that nostalgia with it that if you're a United fan as me or Liverpool fans have with it. Like me and we was talking about it after we did the match reaction, and me and Rance and Statman Baines was talking after the stream. And Statman's younger than me and Rance, and we were just talking about champions. For those, the older people my age and older will remember this, and Jan City will remember this as well. But she wouldn't have been like watching it like that. Can you let me finish? You know what I'm saying? Can I finish my point? Let me land, please. Thank you, darling.
Darling.
No.
Sugar.
Excellent. Thank you, baby. As I was saying, before I even lost my point now.
Exactly.
I was talking about the Champions League being on ITV. Like, that's nostalgia. Tuesdays and Wednesdays during that period. I still remember Ties United won. I still remember Ties United lost years ago. And we was discussing that. And you can't beat that feeling growing up and seeing that. Like, I remember watching United in Turin in 99. I remember the games we got knocked out and stuff like that in Ties. So watching on ITV, man like Clive Tildesley, I still can't believe no one's picked him up for commentary. So that's the difference. Manchester City fans don't really have that. United fans will have it.
Do you know what though? Like, it's interesting because you say that, but there's like the Man City fans who, like, when my dad was quite young, we won the European Cup Winners' Cup, which was like the Champions League at the time. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it depends. Like, the reason why a lot of our fans dislike it is because when we got into the Champions League, the groups were always like ridiculous. Like, there was the whole point system. So even if we won the league, we still had the hardest group. And, you know, like, it's things like that that have turned City fans against it. And then the whole fact that a lot of them paid for flights to go abroad and they got told pretty much a week before or something that they wouldn't be able to go, so they all lost all their money. Some of them still went because obviously they had the flight booked, the hotel booked. When they got there, obviously they couldn't get into the stadium, but then a bunch of the other fans got in. So it's things like that that's just corrupt, like things that have happened. And I just think with City fans, yes, they want to win it. Obviously, we want to win every trophy we go in for. But yeah, it's one of them where people will take it and leave it. Like, you could go on Twitter now and say, Man City fans, would you rather win the Carabao Cup or the Champions League? And you will get some City fans saying the Carabao Cup. Like,
and that's absolutely idiotic.
Like it.
That is idiotic on every sense of the world. That's idiotic. Yeah.
You say that, but this is
that's
how
idiotic.
People do not like that competition.
I get that, but you could ask, I don't know, for instance, let's pick a team, say for instance, pick a team who are in the championship and haven't won a major trophy in however long. No normal, sane football fan is picking the Carabao Cup over the Champions League. Obviously. I'm sorry. No normal fan. If you've won the Premier League 3 years in a row, and now
Champions League had cost you a couple of grand, you might see it that different. Like, some people have literally been
that's selfish, man. Put yourself above it. I don't like UEFA. I don't like UEFA. Never have. Don't like UEFA. I don't like them, not at all. And it's bigger than them costing me. Just how they deal with racism, I don't like it. But I still want to see my team win the Champions. I don't like FIFA. I'd still love to see a Caribbean or African team win the World Cup.
Yeah.
Just because of what it means.
I'm not saying me. Like, personally, I want to win it.
I know you want to win it. More than anything, I know you want to win it.
If you said to me at the start of the season, like, the only reason why I would say the Champions League over the Prem is because we haven't won it. If we win the Champions League this year, next year I'm picking the Prem. Do you know what I mean?
Liverpool went through that. Liverpool went through that.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I actually do prefer it. Like, obviously, yes, I want to win the Champions League, but most of the reason why I want to win the Champions League is so people can shut up about it. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
It shuts it up. Yeah.
That's it. But if you Chelsea and Liverpool are prime examples of this, because Liverpool had been successful in Europe and had been so unsuccessful in the league, their Premier League, where Chelsea won everything. I think Champions League was the last thing they won under Roman. They wanted to get to that. So it was a question of, like, now if you give me a choice and say to me, currently as a United fan, what would you prefer, the Premier League or Champions League? Give me the Premier League. Simply because obviously we've won the Premier League more recent, but because it's been so long, you kind of want to be the king of your castle. But then if you give me the next season, I'm like, all right, give me the Champions League. Let's close the gap.
Yeah.
Because we should have won it more than what we've won it in our history. But it is what it is, isn't it?
That's why, like, with last season for City, I know we went out to Lyon, but it was kind of like we'd won the Premier League back to back. So the Champions League was the priority that season because we'd won the Premier League back to back. It's not essential to win it a third time. Obviously, we did want to go back to back to back. I'm not saying that City threw it or anything like that. We didn't do that. But it wasn't the priority going into them. Players weren't thinking, let's win the Prem. Like, they were thinking, let's win the Champions League now, and obviously it didn't work. I think we'll win it when we least expect it, unfortunately.
I've said this. I think you'll win it.
I think we'll win it when we're not expected to win it. Right now, people are saying City can win it. That's not when we'll win it. We'll win it.
You can win it, but you know we'll win it. A Di Matteo will come in and win it for you, like that. There'll be someone obscure like that.
A random person, yeah, probably.
Stephen Ireland.
Like that, though. Well, we
Stephen
might
Ireland
like
Sunji Hai, interim, and come in and win it.
Oh my God!
Bless you. Ooh, bless you. You're right there. That was a big sneeze. You okay? Excellent. Go on. Bless you. Carry on in it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Danny says, yeah, but some clubs care more about European trophies rather than the league. It's true. It's true. It depends on the fan base. It depends on, like, I don't know, maybe your childhood and stuff like that. Like Arsenal fans, they got to a final and lost.
Oh, they won the Champions League more than anything. That being said, they probably, with them, they're one of the clubs where I think it'd be 50-50 split because it's been so long since they've won the Premier League, but then they've never won the Champions League. So I think their club will be split. United probably split. Liverpool, they've won both of them pretty much recently, so it's different. So then it comes down. It is a proper personal preference thing.
Well,
I'm taking the Premier League.
No, I think Liverpool all day. It's the Prem because they then would match Man United, so they would want the Prem over the Champions League. Not saying they would turn down the Champions League because obviously it's the Champions League, but yeah, but it's just it sounds like when I say that, like it sounds like I'm just chatting shit. Like it sounds like I'm saying City fans don't. Like I have literally been on Twitter. Like my Twitter feed is like 90% City fans, and they will literally tweet, "I'd rather win this than the than the Champions League and stuff like that." It's madness, but I don't know. We'll see. I think once we win it, I think the fans will change their minds. I think it's one of them things that once you win it, you'll go, okay.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Europa League. No one wants to be in Europa League, but if you get to a final and win it, people will be like, "Oh, we won the Europa League." Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
It's one of them things, and I think City, once we win it, the fans that don't like Europe will like Europe. Do you know what I mean? I think it's just going to take that winning it first to convince everyone, I think. Torstein says, "Have any of you been to Norway?" I haven't. My dad used to live there.
Like Torstein S, the way you say that. Sorry to cut you off. Go on, say that again. Sorry.
No, I said my dad used to work there, I think.
Okay. The way Torstein S said that is like we're missing Torstein S. What we missing out on over there? If it's saying we're missing out on, let me know when man will get over there when stuff opens up. You ask that like there's certain we're missing in it. I don't know what Norway, what Scandinavia is saying. So yeah, please let me know in it.
Ah, I love that. Ravi said, "Jan, you should get on Sky Sports Super Sunday and analyze the games with your decent opinions and views." Soon
I've said this to her privately, and I've said this to her privately, and I said this to her on air. Jan City going clear people. You already know, and you only see talented people on here anyway. But I've said this. Go on, carry on.
Danny says, "If City have to get Messi to win the Champions League, then Pep defo on fraud watch." You know what it is about Messi? This is the interesting thing. I think, because I say, with City, like I discussed earlier, if you were listening, I said that what Jose said was managers win the league, can win you the league. Individual players win you the Champions League. I think I've also said that I think it's a mentality problem at City. I think if you bring Messi into this team, that mentality thing changes. And the reason why I say that is because when we bought Robinho joined Man City and he complained that basically the City players had their heads down. Like they went into games thinking, we'll take a point, or we're not going to beat Arsenal, or we're not going to beat this team. And he was like, of course you can beat this team. And he said like he almost had to change the mentality of these players because these players were kind of used to almost accepting defeat to certain teams. Obviously, they'd turn up for like a derby, but playing Arsenal, they just wouldn't expect to win that game. Like they would go into that game literally thinking we have no chance of winning. And I think because of that, because like the mentality was so bad, like he had to change it. And now the City players that we have now, they believe in winning. They believe they can win anything, all that kind of stuff. But I think the Champions League mentality is still not there. And I think Messi brings that into the squad. Whether they win it straight away or whether it takes a while, who knows? But I think he brings something that we haven't got in this team. Pep's been there, done that. Pep's mentality is he can win it. But the players themselves, not so much. And I think, to be honest, I think if Messi comes in, everyone raises their game because it's Messi. Like a lot of these players grew up watching Messi on the TV. So yeah, I just think I'd be very surprised if Messi comes in and we don't get further in the Champions League. Whether we win it, who knows? Marshall says, "Big up yourself, guys. Big up to you." Visualize, will City win the Champions League before United? Most definitely.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure because of what we just spoke about. Yeah, but I'm not saying this season. I'm saying in general, and that we are literally a good manager away from being able to compete for everything.
Well, we'll see. Zane said, "You lot are lucky Leon is not in it, my guy. I would bang your team."
Why's your guy? All right, man. Your guys, Odegaard and Xhaka and Willian, they're your guys from Aubameyang. They're your guys. I'm saying they're your guys.
NBSC says Messi's going back to Argentina. He always said he wanted to end his career there. So did Aguero, but I don't think Messi's finished yet. Like, he's finished. He's not at the level that he was, but he's not finished. Like,
he's not finished. He's just been beat up by. He just got battered by Mbappe, innit? Mbappe took that torch off him, innit? That's what happened. Mbappe said, "This is mine now, innit?" You know what I'm saying? Mbappe said to him, "You're not even comfortable in your own ends. I'm around."
Win that Champions League as well. Like, people are saying, "Oh, Pep doesn't win it. He's a failure." Like, all this crap. PSG are in the same boat as City. Like, their manager literally got sacked for not winning the Champions League when he got to a final. Like, they're in. I think they're in a worse boat than City because they literally have to win it. Whereas winning the Premier League, that's an achievement. Winning the French league at PSG is kind of expected. And I'm not saying that it's easy because it's a decent league, but it is expected. Whereas City winning the Prem, as much as we are favourites pretty much all the time at the moment, it's still an achievement to go and win the Premier League. Like, it's seen as a hard thing to do. Do you know what I mean? Dupe says, Zane, when City beat you on Sunday, you won't have a break. I'm a banter you hard. I mean, you do.
Give Zane his props. As bad as his team is, he has energy. I respect that.
Nak says, we do need the Champions League. It's the only trophy we don't have. Yeah, we do.
You want to complete the set, man. You want the whole set. Yeah.
If we win that just elevates City. Like,
yeah, it does. It puts you in a whole nother conversation because there's so many teams who haven't won it, and then it puts you on a European standing. This is why I want Manchester United to win more, because we should have more than 3 just as a club. For the size we are, there should be more than 3.
Because this is what I always say, and this is why I know, like, people act like Pep's come in, he's got a decent team, he should just win the Champions League, and it kind of annoys me because it's not easy to win. You know what I mean? And it's probably made worse by the fact that Liverpool went and won it. But at the same time, it's kind of like, it's not something that you, and especially to win it for the first time, it's very different. Like, PSG's team, if you take PSG's team and put them in Real Madrid, they probably win it already. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's winning it for the first time is always harder than sort of winning it once you've already won it. And this is why I've always said, if City win it once, we will probably win it more than once. And I don't mean we're going to go and win it back to back to back like Real Madrid. But I could see City winning 3 in 15 years. Do you know what I mean? I could see us winning it more than once. But once that sort of mentality is gone and we get to a final and then we get to a final again and we win it, I could see City going and doing it again. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Danny Doritos FC says, early...
I love how you said his name there. That was great. That was great. It was fantastic.
He says, early predictions for the 2022 World Cup.
France. Literally. That's my prediction. France will win it.
They'll win it again?
Yeah.
Possibly.
I think
who would be a shout though?
Who?
Jamaica. Not joking. I
wish. I'd love that.
You know who I think is a little bit like, they have a good team and they did win the Euros. Portugal have a good team. Whether they'll win the World Cup, I don't know. But they have a good team there. You know, man like Ruben Diaz, Bernardo Silva, your guy, Cristiano.
The GOAT. He's 36. You know what I mean? They do, innit? If someone can do it, it's him, but I can't look past France.
Yeah, true.
And by that point, they might have produced 3 or 4 more of the world-class players in it. Their training complex, whatever it's called, I always get the name wrong, but you don't know what I'm talking about. Is it called again?
Winning 2 World Cups, you know, that's going to be
Is it Claire Fontaine? I know I got that wrong. Whatever it's called, or Fontaine Claire, wherever it is, they just seem to be producing player after player, and it's ridiculous. Yeah. Absolutely. Like somebody did like a chart, and there was a picture of like the France team, and then like they had the positions on the pitch, and then they had like 2 or 3 names. They got so many quality players to choose from, and then every player who's coming through who's quality, I find out he's French. You know what I mean? Like the fact that Laporte, I don't think has been capped. Mad. Laporte gets capped for everybody else. He gets capped for any other nation.
Yeah. Imagine if he was English. Like,
yeah, he started
straight in.
Yeah, it's Laporte and another. It's like, all right, Laporte and who else? Probably knowing Southgate would be Laporte and Mings and Maguire or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole other conversation.
Good.
It's a whole other conversation.
I love this. Paris Clean says UCL is better than the Premier League. Yeah, but it's just one of them things, isn't it? Chelsea got bought in 2003, won it in 12. City bought in 2008. You have flopped more than Chelsea. It is what it is, isn't it? Chelsea won it, like, and do you know what it is? Like with City, like just the way it's been, like the way it's gone since City have come in, like it's a little bit different, because I would say Chelsea were in a better position when they got taken over than City. Like they were already kind of up there. We had to like get up there, then start competing. Whereas Chelsea were kind of up there. They brought players in, you know, then they got a decent manager and they went on. But then saying that, like Jose, I would have thought that Jose would have won it, but he didn't. It was Di Matteo who, what's he called? Di Matteo that came in and won it. Do you know what I mean? Like, who knows, if City had got some interim manager in a few years ago, maybe they would have done some madness and we would have won it. Who knows? But yeah, I wouldn't. The thing is, like, you can say that we flopped more than Chelsea, but like Man United have been in it a lot longer than City and have won it 3 times. So in about 18 years' time, if City haven't won it 3 times, then we can have this conversation about who flopped. But we'll see. Arsenal have got less Champions Leagues than Hamburger FC.
Yeah, they do. They have less than the Red Star Belgrade. I'm not even lying. That's a fact.
Oh, I know.
That's a fact.
The thing is, it's interesting because people talk about back-to-back in the Prem. Like, the best sides go back-to-back. Look at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, that's right.
Champions League.
Nottingham Forest in a whole, different conversation than that for doing that. Big up man like Nigel Clough.
MB says, here we go, Yanning, you don't speak anymore. Fagan essay. Do you know what? Yeah.
Big up NB. Big up NB and that. Yo, big up the Arsenal lot in here, innit? Because they be here supporting regardless, innit? Not just the Arsenal show. Big up you lot.
Says, big up Jan. I don't know what that was too. Oh, this is before the thing. Mustafa says, United is bigger than Liverpool. That's interesting because the same.
Oh shit! Sorry to cut you off. Big up my Don Saeed. I didn't know if it was him. I had to check. Yeah, man. He said the hardest working YouTubers make sure people support Sarcasm City. Yo, love to my Don Saeed each and every time, man. Big up. That's all. It's all the way further down.
Oh yeah.
Keep going through. I just seen it though. Big up to Saeed.
It's funny because these people, this Mustafa guy, is saying things like City will never win the Champions League. If the Champions League is so important, then how are you bigger than Liverpool? Because Liverpool have won double the amount of Champions League. So you can't have one argument for one team and another argument for another team. If you're better than Liverpool, why are you better than Liverpool? Let me know in the comments, because
someone said, sorry to cut you off. You like the comments make me laugh. I don't be. Man said Claire Fontaine, she's my neighbor. That's funny. The franchise. That's funny. That's funny.
Okay.
That's good. Whatever it's called, man. You know what I'm talking about. I always get the name mash up, man. I'm gonna Google it in it, but I know it's saying like that.
Dudley Lewis said, Man City 10 trophies in 5 3 Prems in 4 years, which is just madness. And to be honest, if City do win the league this year, we've actually won 5 in 10 years. 5 Premier Leagues in 10 years. So that means we've won 50% of the Premier Leagues in the last 10 years. That's mad. That is actually mad. But yeah, Arsenal trying to catch City's like
I was right. Hold up. It is called Clairefontaine. I was right. I just Googled it. It's called Clairefontaine.
Did you believe what they said in the comments, honestly?
Nah, it's called Clairefontaine and that. But it does sound like you're labouring it.
This is true. Nax Laporte in that Champions League game against Tottenham was the worst that he's had, and I think he didn't do well in the last one either. He has let us down a few times, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to slate him because everyone does it, but yeah, it hasn't helped. Our defense hasn't helped, put it that way. 1 second. Laporte to United. Why would Laporte downgrade? Jensen said the ecstasy of Terry and Anelka flopping their pens. The whole neighbourhood was setting off fireworks. Goosebumps were. Liam says Champions League on ITV. Oh my God, wasn't that long ago. That was about 2010. Even Europa on ITV4. Yeah, that's before they went all stingy. Zayn says we all missed the days when Champions League nights were on ITV. Sorry, Man City fans, your club was not found then. Funny that. Do you know what I mean? Someone said it the other day, and it's really true. Like, you do realise if City were not formed before a certain amount of time, some of your trophies don't actually exist. Because if you beat City in a final, the trophy don't exist.
Yeah, it still exists in my mind, but go on, carry on going through the comments. Love to you lot, innit? You lot got us here an hour. This has flown by this time. We're gonna keep going.
It's like the last one I've been streaming for the past 4 hours straight.
Hey, there you go, innit? Welcome to the hashtag the show must go on. Let's go, Yancy.
Max said, I think some fans want the Champions League. There's still 34 people in here, so big up to you lot. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the membership, all that.
Yeah, the link's underneath for the Sarcasm City TV membership. The link is underneath. So not only can you get as part of the perks, ability to buy Sarcasm City merch, exclusive welcome pack brought to you by yours truly. She's going to put that together, Yancy. Special guest appearance on a show of your choice. Special guest appearance on Q&As. Shout outs at the start of certain shows. Member comments only shows, etc. So check out all the perks. Click underneath the video right there. Where we are in the comments.
Yeah, so Nak says, I think some fans want the Champions League, but others still don't like it due to UEFA banning us, etc. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on at City. Like, Ravi said, Clive has an irritating voice. Rather have Sarcasm City watch along on over the commentary this days. Yeah, it's terrible.
Who did he say? Who did he say has an annoying voice?
Clive.
Who's Clive? Clive Tildesley.
Yeah, that's
yeah, you taking you don't know what you're talking about, and you tripping.
Danny said, flawless. What was tougher to deal with, the Aguero moment or the 2011 final at Wembley?
Aguero moment because I was
glorious moment. To be fair.
No, literally the Aguero moment because I was over the road in the Asda. I was with my girl who I was with at the time shopping, and she was shopping, and I was watching her on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And I was gassed as I was going through. The woman was, when the woman was putting the stuff on the till and flying it through, and my girl's just going mad at me because I'm watching the football and paying no attention. And I was gassed because it was like, yes, league title, and then that happened. Fucking devastated, being right near the ground as well.
Right, trash behavior. Hey, someone became a member.
Yes, love.
Oh wait, Davis. A member.
He must have upgraded then.
Ah, big up to you, Wayne.
I'm guessing he did.
Wayne is actually my favorite person right now. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Salute to Wayne. Nah, Wayne, my guy. That's calm. I was gonna say, I don't know if it is the real Babs in it, but you do know if you're gonna fake being people. At least fake being people that I can't contact. Like me and Babs, I'm on a show with Babs on a weekly basis. I can hit him up. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, salute to my guy Babs regardless.
Okay. Oh, they said I've got corona because I sneezed. If I Champions League final, the world will end. And actually, Mustafa, he's not on the bench. He just played the last 2 games, or 2 out of the last 3.
He played against Devon, didn't he?
Winter Surf said Joe will come back as an interim man to win up the third Champions. You know what? Who knows? Who knows?
Some jolting, yeah. Facts.
Company going to win a Champions League? Yeah, I don't think I want to wait that long, to be honest. Marshall says, Yo, Jan, do you think City would be where they are today if there was no more money? It's funny that you say that, because I was actually discussing this yesterday on a show that I was doing, and I was actually saying it would have been interesting to see where City would have been, because a lot of people like to make out like Man City were just scraping past the relegation stages to stay up. Like, it wasn't like that. We were mid-table. We were in the Europa League sometimes. You know, like, we weren't as bad as people make out. And I think with all the money that's in the Prem right now, who knows? I'm not saying we would have won the league. We wouldn't have won the league. Well, to be fair, Leicester won it. So who knows? Maybe we buy Jamie Vardy for $1 million. Maybe we get Mahrez. Who knows? But yeah, it would have been interesting to see where we would have been. I don't think we would have been as shit as people like to make out. Like, you get a lot of Tottenham fans throwing banter at City. Like, I actually checked today. We finished above Tottenham we came up in 2002, I think it was. We finished above Tottenham in 2004, 2006, 2008. So, you know, a lot of people wouldn't say Tottenham are like, oh, where would you be? You know, I don't know. Like, it's interesting because we weren't as bad as people made out. And I think we had some good players. But yeah, I think with the money that's in football right now, it's interesting to see who we would have got and where we would have been. Like, I actually would have liked to see that personally. But, you know, we'll have to see. Franchise says, fans will say the league as that chance is likelier, but on a subconscious level, nothing matches the ecstasy of Champions League. I know folk think league title until a Champions League occurs, then goodness me. Yeah, I agree. I think when you want to win it.
Yeah,
but
I get what he's saying.
The league is one of them things where, because you see it week in, week out, it's almost like the Champions League is like a luxury competition. And it's just like, for me, like, I go to City, home, sometimes away. And I obviously go to Champions League games, but I don't go abroad because my dad won't go abroad. So I literally do not go abroad with City. So obviously, if we got to a Champions League final, I would want to be there. But chances are I wouldn't get a ticket because every City fan is going to want to go.
Yeah.
But I would want to get a ticket, and hopefully I would get one way or another. But yeah, it's different. I would want to be there. Like, and as much as, yes, I would take the Champions League this season, like, I want it over and done with. It is one of them things where it's kind of like, I want to be there. Like, I actually want to be there. I want to see us lift it in person. Like, I don't want to be at home watching on a stream that's 2 minutes behind. And I don't know, Man City won the league till 2 minutes after. Like, yeah, none of that. I want to be in the stadium, experiencing it properly. You know, this season it's in Istanbul. I don't know if they're going to bring some fans back for that or not. But I would absolutely love to be there. And, you know, it's one of them things. Would I take it this year? Yes. Would I rather be there? Also, yes. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But I think, I don't know. I just...
Okay, keep getting these likes up, man. Girls over 50 likes, people. You know what I'm saying? Get the numbers up. Keep sharing. Keep liking the video.
Yeah, Nak says, I think those tweets are annoying. These tweets, it's annoying. I think the fans mentally affect the players. I always argue this. Whether you want the Champions League or not, our players want it. So...
Yeah, definitely. They want to win all the trophies, innit? Yeah, of course.
They want it. They really want it. And I want them to win it. Like, I want Fernandinho to win it. I want Aguero to win it. I wanted David Silva to win it. I wanted Company to win it. And every year that goes past that we're not winning it is kind of like, for me, I know as a City fan, I will see City lift the Champions League eventually. These players, if they don't lift it this year or next year, they're not going to lift it. So it's like, for me, it's a bit of a shame because, like, if I said to you now, if I listed a bunch of players and said, which of these wins the Champions League with City, you're probably putting like a Yaya Toure, you're putting a David Silva, you're putting a Vincent Kompany. The spine of our team are not really playing. So if we win the Champions League this year, as much as Aguero will get a medal and he'll play a part in it, it's literally not him that's won that. It's the rest of the team that would have won it. So yeah, I think I'd rather win it sooner than later. Danny says, I heard they give 3 Champions League trophies away in Norway. Maybe some Arsenal fans could head over there. I don't know. Do you know what, Jensen San? You can't actually say this when Messi's record against the top 6 is better than some players that are playing in the Premier League. Like, he's actually got 20 goals.
So his record against the top 6 is better than Jesus's. I hear you. I get that. Understandable.
Harry Kane. That's who it's better than. Not the
Spurs fans don't have it, man. They're sending for your guy.
But it's true. Like, Aguero's clear. Let's be honest. He's on 54 or something. Jamie Vardy's on something like 30 or something, and Messi's on 30. Like, it's just mad. It's madness. So yes, he would score against anyone that he comes across in the Premier League. Why would he not? What defense is stopping, Gabriel from scoring? So what defense is going to stop Messi? Come on now, be serious. Honestly. Taha says Arsenal and Spurs aren't even Big 6 clubs anymore. Leicester should be in the Big 6. True, to be fair, Leicester have been finishing top 6 for a little while now. If they get top 4 this season, it's a big statement considering how this season's going, as much as everyone's been a bit up and down. Danny says if Messi doesn't score 50 plus goals and win the sextuple, they're going to call him a flop. True. The levels that he's set, like, they'd be saying, he only scored 35 goals. Dupe says Arsenal with West Ham, Crystal Palace, Leeds, Wolves, and then man. Basically. Didn't say and then man, but that's what you meant. Danny says West Ham, Everton going to get top 6 this year. We will see. Who do you think is going to finish outside the top 6 then? Because that means that one of... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Arsenal Spurs, isn't it? We know that the mid-table teams there.
Yeah, but that means either Leicester, because if you think about it, say it's City, United, Chelsea, like Liverpool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it can work. Yeah, started the day the oil money came in.
I didn't mean to click that. That was by accident. I'm just scrolling through.
Let me just support this club who are just got some money.
I know, for those that know, she's been a City fan through and through in it for a time. But yeah, go on, keep going through your comments before we close out the show and that. We have hit 50 likes. Look for you lot.
Austin said, Norway's a beautiful country and has beautiful nature. I hear it's expensive, but... Okay, Flawless, who would you rather United face in a Champions League final, Arsenal or Man City?
Oh, Arsenal all day long, because they're a worse side. So give me Arsenal, innit?
Okay, so which out of them would you rather lose to? Say you lost the Champions League final, Arsenal or Man City? Because this is their first Champions League.
Gun to my head. I'd shoot myself. That's what I do, gun to my head with that. I can't pick. Nah. Forget that. Losing to either one of them, nah. In a final. Champions League final, nah.
This is the thing, though. This is the thing, like...
Nah.
The season that Liverpool got to the final and it was Tottenham. Like, if that was City versus Tottenham, I'd rather not be in that final than play Tottenham and potentially lose to Tottenham in that final. Like, it's better to just not be there. Like, because we would have never heard the end of that. We would have never heard the end of that. That would have been like, City would have been like, oh, you're better off going out in the bloody group stage, to be honest. Because that is just a no-no. Zayn, I don't know who you're talking about our team is as small as Aston Villa. Like, depending on what you call a big club, people that call a big club, Aston Villa have a European trophy in it. So
it's all about preference. Yeah, go on, keep going. It's all about preference.
It could be on paper bigger than Arsenal if we're going to talk that way, but I don't base it on that. Me personally, I don't, but everyone else seems to. Ryan says he's got 6 European Cups, but he doesn't like to boast about it. Yeah, this is true. They've got more Champions Leagues than us both. So, yeah. Mustafa, you also said that you would never... We would never win the Premier League, and we went and won it. And it could be 5 times in 10 years. So, I don't know. Yeah, I have seen Portugal's team, but, you know, they're decent. I don't know if they're going to be good in the thing. If the final is Argentina versus Portugal, the world would end. Yeah, Argentina are not very good. To be fair to Messi and Aguero, the defense is Otamendi. Like, I'm not even going to discredit Otamendi because he went back-to-back in the Premier League, innit? But, yeah, no one's scared of Argentina's defense. Sergio Aguero for Argentina isn't great either, to be fair.
Because he got to carry Messi, that's why.
The whole team are just not great. Like, they just don't. Ronaldo's got a better team around him than Messi. At least Ronaldo's got people that turn up. Like, Messi doesn't have that.
Oh, if Ronaldo had the Portuguese team he has now, a few, like 4 or 5 years ago, Ronaldo was winning a World Cup. There was no Bernardo Silvas and Brunos and that back then. Now he actually has ballers around him. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
Someone says, Flawless, when is Rance coming on the channel? Soon. When, I don't know. Rance just be very busy. I'm very busy. But I'll get him on, probably on a Sarcasm City podcast. It won't be a sport thing. You know what I'm saying? We'll get him on talking current affairs, more than likely. That being said, it can change. But more than likely, it'll be on a Sarcasm City podcast on a weekend. I don't know when, though. Everyone busy, innit?
Franchise says no team in years, like 50 years, has retained the World Cup. France not doing it.
Here's the thing, though. Nobody had retained the Champions League before Real Madrid did it in about however long. So that's all I'm at.
Liam said you forgot Portugal's best player, Bruno. Bruno is not the best player in Portugal.
It's Cristiano. I'm saying.
He's not even the second, trust me.
He's defo second.
He's not second.
He's second, love.
No, he's not.
Listen, darling, he's second.
He's not. Ruben Diaz is better than him.
He's flower. No, he's not. No, he's really not.
Juve says Fernandinho is better than Vieira. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Relax on that one.
Danny, you know what? They're both City legends in it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Danny says, I saw in the future that Arsenal beat Blackburn Rovers in the 2043 Championship playoffs. Who knows? 45 likes. Let's get it. That was over half an hour ago, so we should.
Now we got 50. Now we've got over 50 already. Yeah.
Blah, blah. Saeed's on the lookout for Tanya. Big up to Saeed looking for Tanya.
He's not looking for Tanya, man. Tanya's on Twitter. They follow each other on Twitter and that. Like, he's not on the lookout for her here.
Tanya was on the football terrace.
There you go. He knows where to find her and that. Salute to my Don Saeed and that.
Sunday says, big up Flawless, you're an underrated YouTuber for real. Love your content.
No love for that. Thank you, man. Appreciated that. Thank you very much, man.
Billy, I had to drag United into it. Always. Whenever I come to shade, I'm going to throw my shade.
Yeah, they always throw. That's what I love, innit?
Only about 6 teams have won the Champions League 3 times or more, laughing my ass off. Exactly. So I don't know why people act like you should be winning it every year. Like, it's not
because you're not us, because we're one of those teams, in that. Levels to this. When we're the best, we are the best in that. That's why the only team to win a treble Only team to win 3 league titles back to back. Only team to win the Premier League and Champions League back to back twice. 3 leagues back to back twice. There's levels to this shit. When we was on top, we dominated properly. None of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Remembers being a kid seeing Di Matteo win the Champions League to then get sacked next season. Yeah, because
Roman don't play that shit.
They wanted the Prem and he wasn't bringing it.
Roman don't play that shit and that. Look, they just sat Lampard. You know what I'm saying? You don't play that.
Ultra Parisian says that the German squad is going to win it. Don't know. MB says, Jan, like how you skipped past my Bruno question for flawless. All good there. I don't really care for Bruno, to be honest.
What was the question, MB? What was the question?
That's him. Said my guy's still alive. Big up, guys. That sounds like to be fair.
It could be Babs, but I'll just message him and double check anyway, and I'll message him tomorrow. But salute to Babs and that.
Okay. Danny says, flawless, would you rather have 6 Champions Leagues but 1 less league title, or keep the number of Champions League and league titles that United have? So basically, would you rather be Liverpool or United? That's what he's asking you.
I'd rather be United. I don't want to be Liverpool all day long. I'd rather be United than that. Get me? I've seen my team in my lifetime win everything from a child up until an adult.
Yeah, but what he's saying is,
would you rather have 6 Champions Leagues and 1 less league title?
Leagues and 1 less league title.
No. I'd rather be ahead of them in Premier League terms rather than Champions League terms. I know it bothers them more in that. Because the thing is, with the Premier League, we're the top of the top, whereas Champions League, they ain't the top of the top.
Yeah. The thing is, nobody is catching Real Madrid anytime soon, because if you think about it, they won the first 5, so they were already 5-0 before it even started, if we're being honest. Then they've had periods of dominance in that, including recent years. So to beat Real Madrid, really and truly, like, I don't even know who's closest. I think it might be Liverpool and Bayern on 6. Is it? I swear they're on 6. Oh, I think into AC Milan might have 7 or something like that.
No, AC Milan I think are on 9.
9, okay, yeah.
I think I check now, innit?
And there's another team. There is another team as well. There's AC Milan and there's another team who are kind of up there. And then Bayern and Liverpool are on 6. I think Barcelona are on 5. I think. But yeah, it's not something. They're so clear. They're on 13. They're so clear.
I'm checking now, innit? Hold up.
Unless AC Milan go on some mad run and end up winning it a bunch of times, and they don't. I don't think anyone's catching them, to be honest, anytime soon.
Check this out.
That's what I was saying to a Liverpool fan on Twitter, because he was slagging off the Carabao Cup.
So here we go. So you got Real Madrid with 13. You were right. AC Milan have 7. Okay. Liverpool have 6. Bayern have 6.
Yeah.
Ajax have 4. Inter Milan have 3. United have 3. Juventus have 2. Benfica have 2. Porto also have 2. Nottingham Forest have 2.
Yeah.
Celtic have 1.
And then everyone else has got 1 in it, or they haven't won it.
Yeah, or they haven't won it. Yeah, that's all it says on there. Yeah.
So that's what it's mad. But I was saying to this Liverpool fan, I'm like, yeah, you're slating this cup. You're slating the Carabao Cup, but it's like, that is the only trophy in the world that Liverpool lead in. Because FA Cups, it's Arsenal. Premier Leagues, it's Man United.
Manchester United.
Champions Leagues, it's Real Madrid. Europa League, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Probably Sevilla. Probably.
They seem to win it all the time. But yeah, the League Cup is what Liverpool actually have the most out of anyone. So I don't know about Community Shields and stuff like that, but that's not serious. Probably not them, to be fair. So yeah, that is the trophy that they actually have the most in. So to be kind of slating the trophy, I don't really get it, to be honest. Like, as much as, yes, it's not the best trophy to win, it's a trophy. And if your team are not touching a trophy, it's better to win that than to win nothing. Like, there's a lot of teams, we touched on it in another stream, and, you know, there's a lot of teams who will prioritize finishing in the top 4 but then do nothing in the Champions League. So it's like, why are you prioritizing finishing top 4 if you're not going to go and win it or at least challenge for it? It's a waste of time. You're better off winning a trophy and racking up the trophies than it is getting into the Champions League to go out in the group stage. Like, it makes no sense to finish top 4 unless you're serious to go on some mad run in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Or it's a financial thing, which, let's be honest, the money ain't coming to the fans. So I don't know. Taha said, if it is real, I don't trust anyone on YouTube anymore. That's obviously about Bav. Who knows, isn't it? It doesn't sound like a fake account, but you never know. Winter Surf says he met Claire Fontaine on Tinder. That's a nice name, actually. I might change my Twitter name to Claire Fontaine. I like that. That's good. Do you know what, Zayn? Yeah, you bought players in the past and you've won trophies. So how many of yours did you buy? Mustafa says trophies 66, trophies Liverpool 64, more fans, most money when it comes to commercial deals, but can't say much about City since they were founded in 2010. I thought it was 2008. You need to get your years right. Duke says, well, Arsenal was staying irrelevant. Yeah. Jan, funny. Yeah, don't know about that player, innit? Sounds a bit dodge. Danny says, right, Arsenal fans act like they got 13 Champions Leagues when they talk about the Champions League. So do United fans, to be fair. The way they talk about City, like, you'd think that they were Real Madrid, but we'll see. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Liam says, mate, the Aguero moment was the worst on TV, flicking between City and United beating Sunderland to see it taken away. Do you know what's fun about that game? Like, I remember, like, Zabaleta put us 1-0 up, and I was like, okay. Because I remember posting on my Instagram the night before, I posted a picture of my City shirt that said something like the pride of Manchester. I can't remember.
Sorry, I had to put this up in that because this is real. This is a real loving comment, and you know what I'm saying. This is why you're my guy. Yo, man, I enjoy doing shows with you, Ryan. And like I said, you're a star in this thing. You're a star in this, innit? Like, we wouldn't bring you over here if that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, man, love to Ryan for that. He says doing shows with my 2 favorite YouTubers. Life is so good for me at the moment, apart from how shit Liverpool are. Yeah, man. Like I said, Ryan.
Anyway, you'll love spending time with me and him. You'll love it.
Who? He will.
He will love spending time with us.
Oh yeah, of course. We are whole vibes. You know what I'm saying? People like me and Yan City, like, it's not like we jump on here and we're like, right, I'm gonna say this, and then you bust this joke, and like, this is just us having. This is what we are. Ask Ryan Hill. No, this is exactly what we're like off air. Exactly what we're like off air. Exactly the same.
Winter says, where are all my fellow sarcasm City generals at? Yeah, where are the generals, man?
Where are the generals? I think the only generals are Winter Surfer, my boy Deviant, and Wayne upgraded, but I'm not sure what he upgraded to. But yeah, that's the highest level. So the first level is Sarcasm Citizen people. The second level is Sarcasm City Soldier, and then the final level is Sarcasm City General. So the link for the Sarcasm City TV membership is underneath this video and every other video. Also, as well, you can listen to this show on all the other shows on Sarcasm City TV audio only platform. So if you want to listen to it as just a podcast, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to other podcasts, just type in Sarcasm City. Listen to it while you're at work, while you're driving. Your kids might be annoying you, and you just throw it on to hear some jokes, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Annoying him.
But say that again. What was that? What did you say?
That's what you do when your kids are annoying you, innit?
Yeah, when you're not looking after the kids, then I'm just like, yo, let me just throw on a podcast and that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know what, it's interesting because, like I was saying, the night before this game, I posted a picture on Instagram. Instagram was dead back then. It was like, you know, that proper shitty camera. And I remember, like, I literally posted a picture and I was like, whatever happens tomorrow, like, I love this team, innit? And then we went 1-0 up and I was like, are City actually going to win this league? Like, it's mad. And then it went 2-1 and I was like, oh my God, we fucked it, right? And I remember like people in the stadium were like, Man United are 1-0 up. Like Man United at 1-0 up. And we were like, oh, for fuck's sake. So then basically it got to like the 90 minutes ended in it and it was 2-1. And I think Mancini brought on Balotelli. So we were just like, right, okay. Because bear in mind, Aguero's on the pitch. Dzeko's on the pitch. He brings on another striker. I think Tevez was on the pitch. We had like 4 strikers on the pitch. It was mad. And that game was the most one-sided game I've ever seen in my life, right? The ball hardly went over the halfway line. City were having shot after shot after shot after shot. Nothing was happening. It was not going in the net. And I was like, oh my God, we fucked it up. And my dad was like, no, we got time. And I was like, Dad, the 90 minutes is finished. Like, we are not winning this game. And my dad was like, nah, we'll win it. And I was like, nah, we're not going to win it. Look, like the time's gone. So anyway, so at Man City, you can't see how many minutes have gone. It just says 90 on the screen, innit? So all I can see is 90 minutes, right? We get a corner. The corner comes in. Dzeko put it in. That is the only goal I did not celebrate. Did not celebrate. I was pissed. I was like to my dad, too little, too late. Can't believe it. We fucked it. Blah, blah, blah. My dad was like, no, we've got time. And I was like, we do not have time. Like, this game, I was like, it's over. It's done. He's going to blow the whistle any second, right? And then the next minute, right, basically, the ball came in. De Jong made a tackle, I think. It came to Balotelli. Balotelli, like, was going down and kicked it. And, yeah, it just went to Aguero. And Aguero, just the minute he got fouled in the box, technically. He could have gone down, but he didn't. He just jumped over it, stayed on his feet. And the minute that ball left his foot, I celebrated. And yeah, it's just mad. It's pandemonium. Like, those people everywhere, men that I'd never seen before, everywhere. Like, it was the craziest day of my life, but also the best moment of my life. Like, people talk about your wedding day. My wedding day is not going to top that.
Mad.
Childbirth ain't going to top that. Do you think
your kid has to top that, man? Yeah,
it's not. It's not. Do you think? Like, I want kids. I've wanted kids since I was 20. They're not topping that moment because I'm going to give them birth. The best day of my life is not going to be the day my vagina gets ripped open. Trust me, it's not. So yeah, no, it's not. It's not going to top it. Maybe 2 days in when my baby's home and I'm feeling better might be the best day of my life. But the day that I give birth,
Big up to my guy Dan Unite before we close out. Big up Dupe. Love for the comments in it because you lot banner, but then you lot show love. We appreciate it in it. I take all these flowers in it. So thank you. Says Sarcasm City has definitely became my favorite YouTube channel. Love that. Dupe says, oh my God, what Flawless has kids, right? What? Yeah, man. You can see she my baby mum in it. But yeah, right, as we were saying anyway.
14, so you can still win the Champions League this season, unlike some people.
You know what, Ryan? Yeah, I thought we were boys. Yo, talk to your guy in it, Yancy. That's your man's in it. Are you gonna talk to your guy?
Right.
That's your man's in it. Talk to your guy in it. You need to talk to your dons.
In City. Well, technically, I was a City fan since 1991.
She's lying in it, but it's cool.
I wouldn't say I was that interested in football till about 1998. I'd say is when I started like thinking, ooh. Maybe before that. Yeah, about 1998, I'd say, is when I started thinking, 2000, 2001 is when I properly started watching City. And then 2004, 5 was when I started going. And obviously, I've not looked back since. But
right, cool. So give us your predictions on City's 2 next games. So obviously you've got Arsenal on the weekend, and then you've got Mönchengladbach in the week. So Arsenal scoreline prediction.
Billy with the jokes. That's so funny. That's like you guys with the Premier League right now because you ain't.
Jokes. Hey, scoreline prediction on Arsenal. Love.
Right. Okay. I think Arsenal game will be a tight game. I think we'll win 2-1.
That is mad, you know.
Yeah.
2-1, you know.
Tight game. And what's the game there?
Mönchengladbach.
Mönchengladbach is a difficult one, but saying that, the only experience we have of Mönchengladbach is when we played them in 2016. Obviously, it's a slightly different team now. They've got a young players that are good, but we beat them 4-1 away. Sorry, 4-1 at home and 1-1 away.
On Wednesday. Yeah, it's away on Wednesday.
Yeah, we drew 1-1 last time at their place. Yes, their squad has got better, but I would argue City's squad has also got better. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Defensively, we look a lot stronger. I think City had the best defensive record in Europe so far this season. We were one of the only teams to top the group. I think we won every game bar one. I think we drew with Porto, and I think the rest of the games we won. So yeah, so our record in the Champions League is not too bad. We don't normally go out at this stage in the competition. So yeah, I think City should get the better of them. We are
yeah, scoreline. What scoreline you saying?
I think a 2-1 again. I don't think we go there and destroy them.
So 2-1, yeah.
But right. We need away goals, so I think City will obviously try and score. Yeah, 2-1.
So Jan City saying Arsenal on the weekend, City 2-1, and then Mönchengladbach midweek in the Champions League 2-1 for United.
The only time Fergie came up against Pep, it wasn't Fergie that destroyed Pep. But anyway,
as we were saying, yeah, Manchester United, we play Newcastle this weekend. What did I pick on the Premier League pandemonium? And I said, did I say 2-0 United? Yeah, I'm sticking with that. So I'm going to say 2-0 United. And then we don't wait. Yeah, we do have a midweek game. That being said, we're playing Sociedad. We're 4-0 up from the first leg, so I expect wholesale changes. Did we win? Probably, because I can see it making wholesale changes. So
love that.
Like 2-0. Like 2-0, that's what I'd say. Yo, big up Torstein SCM, watching all the way from Norway. I think you've commented before. I think you said Oslo, but I could be wrong. You said,
oh my God, sorry, I didn't realize you put a super chat.
Get a super chat. Jan Selho embraced it, and that's a lovely way to end the show. And that's a lovely note. Love to everybody supporting, man. We really, really appreciate it.
Really, little dick.
What did he say?
Read it. They're taking the piss.
That's good. Still
good. I
like
that. Jan makes football cute. That's so nice. I love this.
Excellent.
Joint wedding, Flawless and Jan, Saeed and Tanya.
Right, you just group together 4 people, Jensen, and that. There are 4 people who ain't together, and you just group together 2 couples and that. That is mad the way you put that together. If one of them was a couple, it would make sense at getting it. You just group them all together in that. Say that again?
You saying we're not in a relationship?
We are, but that's beside my point. Still, they're not in a relationship. Then my point still stands in it. You get me?
I rate this. Work don't stop. Big up.
And Dan, I think you said that your internet connection's improved, hasn't it? All right, we're gonna start getting you one from more often. Definitely. Make sure you subscribe to Dan if you've not seen his match reactions. Funny, hilarious. All right, like make sure you check him out. Funny, trust me. But yeah, if I do remember correctly, I think you said it's improved, so we're gonna get you one. Therefore. Yeah, man. Big up NB. Go on, flick through all the comments last before we dip.
Yeah. Imagine that. That is madness.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Humble predictions, so she don't get clicked. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm always like that with City though. Like,
yeah, because she has like City trash. That's why, isn't it? It's like nobody's even Arsenal fan. Nobody's picking. You sound like an Arsenal fan. Nobody's picking City to win this 2-1 apart from you. Nobody.
Guys, 11:30 in the morning for a show. allegedly.
So am I.
I've not even messaged her. Let me message.
Look at your Egypt. See how Yan City tries to set me up, people. So guess check this one, people. I let you into an inkling from behind the scenes. We get GyalDem City, yeah, every Saturday, 11:45. Two beautiful black queens in Yan City and Rose doing the show. So Yan City was like, I gotta get up early, and I was like, what time? And she was like 11:45 or 11:30. Like, that's not early. She's like, you come on GyalDem City. So I'm like, yeah, my ego took over. So I'm the special guest on GyalDem City. It's out of spite that I got the invite, but I'm on there.
Right?
She's not even messaged her, so I'm gonna be here, not even as with the full guests and that. Get me discuss. She just wants me to herself, man. You should have just said that. It's fine, innit? The people understand. I'm a great guy, innit? I'd want to talk to me too, innit? Alone. I understand. I get it. So yeah, GyalDem City tomorrow, people. So Saturday tomorrow, GyalDem City, quarter to 12 or midday. And then you'll get the Sarcasm City podcast. Not sure what time in the evening. Could be 9-10 o'clock. And then Sunday, packed day, you got the Arsenal versus Manchester City live watch along. Then immediately after that, Manchester United versus Newcastle. Then later on that night, probably like 11:30, you get the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. But if you subscribe to the channel, there's a link if you go on the YouTube, and it's a section that says upcoming live streams. So you can see all the shows there. And there's playlists for every single show as well. Playlists for every show and the music as well. Make sure you go to Take No Music and every show. So whether it's GyalDem meets ManDem, GyalDem City, ManDem United, Agenda FC, Q&A, every single show. But love to you lot. Anything you want? Go on.
That day was hard. You know, it's the best day of my life.
Facts. Anything you want to add before we dip in that?
The day I get married, I have kids will never top the day we beat Barcelona 4-0. I think it will.
I think it will, innit? Oh, you saying Gerard?
I didn't need to say that. It's true. Men act like giving birth is just like you just pop out a baby, like it's easy.
It's calm, man. You know what I'm saying? You never had man flu, innit? That's much. You get me? That's much worse pain than giving birth, in that. Much worse pain. But that's a whole nother show anyway. Anything you want to add before we go, Yancy?
No, I'm liking these comments, man.
We're up early tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I know you like your flowers and that, but we're up early.
Look, it's
Did
not
you message her?
What people are saying, Flawless and his 10 baby mums. Have you got?
Where's 10? Man said 10 baby mums, multiply FC, you know what?
Oh, look, someone's bigging you up now. Thank you very much for that compliment.
Do pay big up. Big up.
Flawless, are you looking forward to being the second ever guest?
Yeah, because you know what? The bar's on the floor because that first guest was a nub. I can't even remember his name in it. What a dickhead he was in that. Absolute, you get me? Brain dead idiot.
Your joke
can't even remember.
Not funny because if I had half a brain, I would support Man United.
If you had, but it shows that you don't even have half a brain. That's why you support City. But
Full brain, duh.
You don't even have that. Duh.
What are you trying to say?
Huh? What? What are you saying?
What are you trying to say?
What? I don't want to get clipped. I want to get clipped. That's what that is. They're going to clip us with. What?
Get clipped. Clip him.
Don't clip me, my face all in the camera and that. Just bow all up in the camera. I don't know why you're acting like I wouldn't do that off air. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? But all right, go on. You carry on going through the comments. I'm here.
You're all nice to me. On air, you pretend that you don't like me.
I called you perfect on air. What are you talking about?
So how are you just saying I've got no brain?
You said, I didn't say you was, what? That's a joke. That's just me retaliating to what you said. I'm going to defend myself.
You're looking kind of cute today.
Thank you. That's all I can say to that. Big up in it. Thank you, S. Paco. That's all I can say in it. I like how you put the pause on the end in it. Thank you in it. Yeah.
Who knows, innit? Who knows?
Nah, they wouldn't know goddamn quad. They wouldn't know goddamn quad.
Do you know what? Yeah, like it's one of them things where every season it's the same shit, innit? It's like you're in. Everyone starts off the season saying we're going to win the league. Then it's like halfway through, it becomes that you can't win the league. So then it's like we're going to win the FA Cup. Then you get kicked out of the FA Cup. Then it's like we're going to win this. We're going to win Europa. Then you get kicked out Europa. Like, come on now. At the end of the day, do you know what? Yeah, MBAFC. Obviously, people know 5 players before Aguero. Come on now. Like, Seriously, Aguero's time. Aguero came in 2011. Do you know what I mean? There's a whole City team there that won the FA Cup. So even if you weren't a fan before the money, you're still going to know 5 players. Do you know what I mean? Vincent Kompany, Zabaleta, like Yaya Toure, David Silva. You know, who else was in that?
Did you message Rose?
Squad. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Allison.
Allison. He heard Ryan shouting in a minute. You know what I mean? Allison, what are you doing? Allison.
You know, that just reminded me of when I used to have a season ticket, yeah, and like where my season ticket used to be was like near Joe Hart, and all you could hear is Joe Hart screeching, like screeching.
Oh, right.
I had to move my season ticket to another part of the stadium just so I didn't have to hear him. Like, oh my God, I sat there for 8 years. 8 years. And I think Joe Hart was there for most of the 8 years, if not all of them. Yeah, it was peak. Actually, peak times. Peak.
Samazo.
Oh, it is.
Samazo. Love to you lot, man. Big up to everyone who's locked in and that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know throughout history, but what I'm saying is, if you say before Aguero, like Aguero came later than everyone else. If you said, name me players before, I don't know, Joe Hart or Vincent Kompany, it's a little bit harder. But yeah, even Arsenal ex-players, like you can name probably 5. You've got Nicolas Anelka, David Seaman, like we had players like from Arsenal even that you could probably name 5. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like at the end of the day, like people always say that like the first question is, if you're a girl, the first question is, do you even know what the offside rule is? Which, do the linesmen even know what the offside rule is? That's the first question.
I don't think anybody knows anymore. Yo, it's late. It's 20. It's 20 past 2 in the morning, Marshall. You said it's 9 p.m. there in New York. Yeah, it's 20 past 2 over here. It's late. It is late. Big up Billy who says
goes to bed at this time. You're going to be up for another 2 hours.
I'm not. I'm going to sleep. I got an early start tomorrow.
Of course, Bob Marley is from...
Wait. We ain't bypassing that. I have an early start tomorrow. I got a show to do. Have I not? Yeah, that's exactly how I'm going to be sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Face first. I'm on pro clubs and my mates keep saying Allison to me. You see the bottom comment? The one for Ryan. You see that? You don't see it? He says, I'm on pro clubs and my mates keep saying Allison to me because they must have seen it in it. Allison!
You know what, though? To be honest, like, MB, AFC, like, naming players is not difficult, isn't it? Like, even before, like, I knew much about City, like, I can name players from before. Like, do you know what I mean? Am I going to name my child? You know what? I'm going to name my children after Fernandinho. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm naming that Fernandinho.
You're going to call your child Fernandinho?
No. I'm going to name them after. So, Fernandinho's surname is... so, his name is something like Fernando... Louise, like Rosa, Summit Rosa, blah blah blah. So I like the name Rosa in it. So like if I had a girl, I'd call her something Rosa, and if I have a boy, I'll call it Summit Louise.
Right, I get you. Yeah,
named after Fernandinho without being called Fernandinho. But I do like the name Raheem. I think Raheem is cute. There's a few names of City that I like the name of in it. I quite like Riyadh, even though I'm not Riyad Mahrez's biggest fan. The name Riyadh.
We know you don't like Riyad Mahrez. We know this. We've seen how you talk about it. We know innit. Look at that. That's how you know you're lying when your voice goes up. I do like him.
Fernando Luis Rosa.
Yeah, so I do like. Why did your voice go up? I'm saying, it's hella lies.
crazy about that, right? When I was a kid, I was adamant that I was calling my daughter Alison. I was like, I'm calling my child Alison, right?
But not anymore.
For some weird reason, I like that name. I even called my doll Alison. And my mom was like, she had this cousin called Alison. And she was like, you're going to call your kid that. Like, honestly, if I'd have had a kid at like, as a child, I would have called my kid Alison. Like, not even joking. So imagine I called my kid Alison now. And then we've got Alison in the league. Like, come on now. You got to be careful what you call your kids.
Yes.
Like, you got to be careful. Because, like, I wanted to pick a family name. So my great-granddad is called Edwin. But I can't call my kid Edwin because of Edwin van der Sar. Like, there's names that you just can't call your kids. Like, so you just got to be careful. Like, yeah, there's some names that I like in general. Like, you know, I don't know. Like, I like the name Benjamin. I think Benjamin's quite cute. Dupe says Ruben.
Uma, stop with the spam or we will block you in that. Relax. Go on, sorry.
He always said time for bed. You go sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, you go sleep. Just relax.
Yeah, no, I don't hate Mahrez. People are chatting with me.
She's lying, man. That's why I voiced when she said,
I'm not lying.
I don't hate Mahrez. That's why she got a big smile on her face. That's how you know Beyonce's like, Mahrez.
That was me at Anfield when he bloody
missed the penalty. That's probably why she hates him. You can tell when Yancey is lying, yeah, because as soon as she says something and busts a big smile, you know she's lying. No. You see, look, there she's lying again. Listen, man. I know your tells. You listen. I've known you for a long time. I know your tells.
Mahrez countless times, and I always say the same thing.
Yeah.
Do I like Mahrez? Yes. Do I think Man City have got the best out of him? No.
And whose fault is that? Is that Mahrez?
That is because of the way we play football doesn't benefit him as much. That's why you see the Mahrez that we saw for Leicester and the Mahrez that we see for Algeria is a much better Mahrez. And it's not because he's not good. He's a good player. It's just in our system, he can't work his magic as much. And I feel like for him, if I was him, obviously, you're not really going to want to leave Man City because the chances of winning stuff decreases unless a big club came in for him. But at the same time, I feel like he would flourish more in a different team. Like, could you imagine Mahrez in like an Arsenal?
No, Arsenal's a bad example, but I get your point. Imagine him in a Leicester. Leicester.
Leicester, yeah.
If he's back at Leicester now under Brendan Rodgers, that works. If he's at Leicester, probably the best example to use. Yes.
No, I'm not calling my kid Alexander. Even though my granddad's called Alec, and obviously, like, my little cousin's called Alexander, innit? And my granddad was like dead happy. Oh, I like Joe, but you know what name I love? And David Silva called his kid it Mateo. I think Mateo is so cute. And it's basically Matthew, but in Spanish. But yeah, I do like Mateo. It's cute. Ryan says, I'll swap the Egyptian Dan James for Mahrez any day of the week. You know what? Mahrez in Liverpool works too, to be honest. S. Paco says, Jan, I have a question. Besides Foden, who has succeeded out of your academy for the past 10 years? Are you talking about at City or in general? If you're talking in general, you've got Sancho, you've got Ben Mee, you've got what's his face? Trippier. You've got 10 years. Oh, that's a long time. Who else has come out of our academy? Trying to think right now. Keane, who scored against Man United. Keane Bryan. You've got, trying to think, in the Prem. Who's in the Prem? 10 years. Who else? Can't even think off the top of my head. But yeah, there's a bunch of people. If you're talking about Man City in our squad, the only ones that have really made it is obviously Phil Foden, Garcia, Angelino at thingy. I think he was in our academy. I think he was. But yeah, he might not have been. He might have been bought. But yeah, him. I can't. Do you know what? My mind is not the best. But yeah, there's a bunch of players. Carias was at City. Didn't even know that. Oh yeah, Kelechi. Kelechi, I love Kelechi. For someone who doesn't have pace and power to rely on, Mahrez is very impressive. He is very impressive. It's just, the thing is, like, when I say, like, Mahrez is a frustrating player. So when you watch him, he's frustrating because the talent is all the way up there. And sometimes it doesn't get displayed. Like, you see moments of brilliance from Mahrez, and you have games where he is unplayable. You do get that. But 9 times out of 10, it's not always like that. And that's why fans get frustrated. It's the same with Raheem Sterling. But Mahrez, to be fair to him, scores when we need him to. You know, he's got quite a lot of winners for us, quite a lot of sort of, you know, when you're drawing 1-1, he'll get the third goal and stuff like that. So I can't really fault Mahrez. Like, the only reason why I'm not Mahrez's biggest fan is simply because the talent is better than what we always see. But I think that's not Mahrez's fault. I think that's the fact that Mahrez is in and out of the team. And whenever a player is in and out of the team, the form dips. And that's basically what it is with Mahrez. It's not that he's not good enough, because he is. It's just the form. The same can be said for Bernardo Silva, because Bernardo Silva's the same. In and out of the team, his form dips. Now De Bruyne is out. He's had a run of games, and he's playing at the level that we need him to play at. So, yeah. Only City player with a nice name was Sancho. Who the hell's calling their kid Sancho? Oh, you mean Jaden? Not calling my kid Jaden. Everyone is called bloody Jaden. That is like, I've got like I've got a Jaden in my family who's got exactly the same name as Will Smith. Will Smith's son. Like, Jaden is not the one. Yeah, it's a no from me. Billy.
Yo, it's actually orange juice because I'm not trying to stay awake, you get what I'm saying? But Yan City gonna keep the show on the friggin' road, innit? And then when I don't get out tomorrow, she's gonna be like, see, you didn't get up, did you? Fucking fool.
Yeah, we did see Klopp aiming shots at you in his press.
Yeah, Ryan, personally, Ryan, I wouldn't have that.
I didn't know. I didn't even know Carias was at City. Didn't know that. Are you sure? Are you sure? I don't know. There's a lot of players that City.
Are we doing Are we doing a 9-hour live stream here? Is this the plan?
No. We're wrapping up in a minute. I'm just having a discussion with my people, isn't it? There's 22 people here trying to have a conversation with me, and you're cock blocking or whatever they call it.
Why are you trying to get dick down? Is that what it is? Am
No,
I stopping you from doing that?
I a word for it, so
just say stopping me from talking to my peoples, them, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just say that. Sorry, I didn't know it meant so much for you to talk to the masses, innit? To talk to the sarcasm citizens. Is that what it is?
Doing faithfulness to the 32 dons that are in.
They appreciate it. They know this. They get content every day here. They know what it is. They appreciate it.
Well, you sip your orange juice in silence, okay? So yeah, I did see that, you know, and you need to stop coming for him because I actually feel a bit bad for him. But yeah, Mahrez has more Premier Leagues prior being at City than Gerrard, though. Do you know what? Mahrez came up from the second division in France, went to Leicester. I think they just about stayed up, didn't they? Or no, they came up. They came up. I think Mahrez was in the team when they came up, and he was part of that. And not only was he part of it, he was one of the leading men in that, you know. And even that season 18-19 against Liverpool, we went 1-1. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mahrez either scored the third goal to make it 2-1, or he scored the fourth goal to basically win the tie. So he has scored important goals for us. Like, I don't disrespect Mahrez. Like, it's just people think I send for him because I prefer other players over him, but that's not because he's not talented. So yeah.
You saying a lot in it. We all know you don't rate him. It's calm in it, but yeah, keep it moving. What's the next question?
Out of the stream, honestly. So Wilma says, in the Big Six show, someone asked if Pep will leave a bigger legacy than Wenger. What do you think? It depends what you rate legacy on, because some people will say he's got a better legacy because he's won more trophies. If it's on trophies won, Pep wins. If it's on overall what
impact
he did in the Prem, then obviously Wenger did a lot in the Prem. I feel like Wenger almost stayed too long, to the point where he became the villain. If he came in, did what he did with Arsenal, and left 6 years later, people are talking about him as one of the best Prem managers ever.
What's the phrase? You die. You get me. You die a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Unless you're Fergie in it. That's why Fergie the GOAT in that. You get me? Wenger could never.
That's the thing. But say, for example, even Fergie, like when Fergie came to the end of the career, people were saying he's losing his touch. We need to get Pep in. Like, United fans were saying this because when City looked like they were going to go on and win things, United fans started to worry a little bit. And to be fair, let's be honest, any other manager other than Fergie doesn't win that title in 2013. And I think if you don't get Van Persie, you don't win that title. So it's like, say Van Persie chose Man City, I think people would have been like to Fergie, like, you need to go, because they didn't want him to become that Wenger where he hasn't won anything in years and you sort of wanting your legend out. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't want that to happen. And yeah, I just think it's sometimes you've just got to kind of work out, like, if Klopp left next season, people would say he was a fantastic manager because he came in and he won Liverpool their first Premier League title and the Champions League. Whereas if he stays for another 10 years and Liverpool win nothing, they'll be saying, how good was Klopp? Do you know what I mean? So things like that, sometimes it's better. If Pep stays a long time and he does like a Fergie, he will be hailed as one of the best ever. If he stays a long time and he falls off and doesn't really win much, or he doesn't win the Champions League after being here for like 10, 15 years, he won't be seen in the same light. So yeah, I think Wenger and Pep are good for different reasons. And for that reason, I don't really know in terms of legacy, because I think Pep's come in and done stuff that hasn't been done before, but Wenger did the same thing. Wenger came in, did the invincible season. I think the only way Pep could really overtake it is if Pep... It's a bit different because of the way Wenger built his team and stuff, but say, for example, Pep goes invincible back-to-back, 2 invincible seasons in a row. I think the invincible season from Arsenal becomes a little bit less influential, if you know what I mean. And I think that way, maybe he could do it. But yeah, it's different.
I can't believe we still got over 30 people in here locked in. This is mad. Yo, you lot.
They're having a chat with me.
Yeah. I'm letting them have their talk with Jan City. What I'm saying is yo, you lot let us know where you're watching from. That's what I want to know. Let us know where you're watching from and the time where it is, if it's somewhere that's not the UK.
Big up to all you lot for staying to chat with me, though, innit? Someone left when you came in. See, people were chatting to me. You come to talk and people leave. Mahrez is...
People are here to see me. I'm just the attraction.
Nah, they ain't coming to see you still.
See, but Dupe said it flawless. The show is really good, though. Yeah, man, I know. You know what I'm saying?
See this?
I know.
He wanted to wrap up the show an hour ago. You see? Mahrez is arguably one of the most slept-on, underrated players in the Premier League. I agree with that.
She disagrees. No, she don't. She disagrees wholeheartedly.
City's team and stuff, he's a little bit
You see that bottom comment? You see the bottom comment? That's what, baby. That's funny. Not the wear for you, flawless. The one from Bradley. You don't see it.
Oh, that's not nice. Do you know
No,
what?
cash cow. No, cash cow. No, that means you're the prized asset when someone's the cash cow.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh,
What do you mean, really? Of course it is. If you're the cash cow, that means you're the
Bradley,
prized
I
asset.
like Bradley. Bradley's
Oh,
my
you,
favorite.
you like him now, innit? But you're gonna quit to cuss him out because you thought he was calling you a cow.
Yeah, I always pick up Bradley because you know what makes me laugh about Bradley, yeah?
Bradley should try and bear breeze here, innit?
Sometimes when I'm bored, I go to like Rant or Saeed's channel, innit? And I'm just there for banter. And Bradley's always like, hey, Jan. He's always defending me though, because these United fans come at me and he's like, nah, leave her alone. Like, bless
I don't
him.
get no credit. Wait, I don't get no credit. When I was on Saeed's channel, United Central. I did defend you. I said on the stream, get me, that's my bae, allow her, and I went to the comments and said it.
But you don't defend me like Bradley, innit?
What does Bradley do that I don't?
Bradley does everything.
Whatever, man, innit? Go marry Bradley then, innit?
Very good. I agree. Umar says Mahrez is class.
I think Mahrez is cold, yeah.
Yes, Leon Monaco Spurs, Pep couldn't get past him. Yeah, but then he could get past Real Madrid, Man United several times. You know, in different trophies, you know. So I don't know. I feel reassured knowing that Flawless will pick me up if I need a lift after a night out. You don't even have a car.
You don't even have a car back at you. I'll pick you up in an Uber, fam. You know what I'm saying? I'll pick you up in an Uber. I got you, man. I'll pull up in an Uber, fam. You already know, Ryan.
Do you know what? Yeah? Considering you two have excluded me from your night out, yeah.
You don't like nights out. You don't like them.
On a night out with my guy Ryan.
We'll talk to Ryan then. This is your guy Ryan. You talk to him then, innit? Chat to Ryan, innit? Why are you here talking to me?
Night out, yeah.
Talk to Ryan, innit? Where's Ryan's gonna be like, nah.
That 4-13 squad was the state. You could see how good Fergie was when he left Moyes with that squad and how much he struggled. Yeah,
Moyes was trash anyway.
I do think that season, like Van Persie was on a next level. Like I did say at the start of that season, whoever gets Van Persie will win the league, and I feel to this point that he edged it. I'm not saying obviously Fergie was still quality and he got the best out of your players. You had bloody Scholes coming out of retirement, all sorts of shit going on. But at the same time, like Van Persie was that guy that pushed you over the edge. Same way Aguero was for us in 11-12. Do you know what I mean? Like it's one of them. Mohammed says, I think Fergie was so powerful in English football, the rest faded. And that's because he used to cuss everyone out and ban them from the stadium and all this sorts of stuff.
Yeah, man, it worked. Do what you got to do, man.
And all sorts of stuff was going on.
Do what you got to do in it to get to the top and that. Rule with an iron fist.
Mahrez has more Premier Leagues than Salah. True. Do you know what's interesting though? Because it's like the manager argument. You know when people talk about which manager's better, and it's like, well, yeah, they won this with this team. Like Mahrez won the Premier League with Leicester. Like, and not only, like I said before, not only did he win it, he was one of the key players that won that. Do you know what I mean? The only players that you could say you could put in that same argument with him would be Kante, because Kante kind of controlled the midfield, and Vardy up front. Do you know what I mean? So he was one of the main men in that squad. So
you're happy now as well. There you go. You got your invite. You happy?
Jeremiah will be like, he don't even live anywhere near us.
Yeah. Why are we getting arrested? Ryan, I don't like you just arrested energy you're putting on this. What's going on? Ryan keeps saying, Ryan, peaceful, fam. That's what we're going out in it, to shake a leg, drink, and be peaceful. That's it, fam. You know what I'm saying? Go rave, and that's that. Say again?
35, big up to S. Packer. Still tuned in at 3. Bradley just joined in. Big up, Bradley. He's only just jumped down. This is a Yana fan stream. I love that Winter Surfer. Big up to you.
Look how she loved that. Really, that really tickled her.
From Northampton. Dupe says it's 9:35. Mustafa says 2:35. He must be in England. Jan, don't worry. You can have a night out with Danny. Who's Danny? Danny here.
Danny Doritos.
Dan.
You talking about Danny Doritos?
Ah, Flawless. It's all right, man. I'm not your competition. She's yours. That's a bit rude.
Bradley. I'm just playing around in it. I'm just joking around in it. It's all good. Yeah, man. I'm just playing.
Liam said, "Not gonna lie, I wouldn't know Jan if it wasn't for Flawless." Fair enough. I know Mohammed's here for you because he's just some hater, but it is what it is. Corinthian says 22:35.
Where's 10:25? Where's it 10:25?
Where are you from if it's 10:35? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Like Turkey?
America? No, it might be in America.
Oh yeah, behind, isn't it? Behind. So it's
if it's 10:25 in terms of nighttime, you might.
Is that like New York?
It could be that or West Coast. Yeah, Bradley, it's all jokes, man. Trust me, I know. We clowning. I know.
Big up to Brad. There you go. To Aguero and
wait, Ultra Parmesan, is he not in France?
No, he can't be in France. France is at the same time as us, so it might be an hour behind.
Is it? I thought it was an hour. Oh yeah, that's true.
It'll be an hour. It's not going to be like 4 hours.
Yeah, you're spot on. You're spot on.
See, because I know Turkey used to be like 3 hours, and then the clocks went back, and now it's like 4 hours. So that's that way. So the other way, America, West Coast is way further. So 8 a.m. in like LA is like 4 p.m. in England. So he must be in like New York, that sort of side of America.
Oh man, man's in Martinique. He's in the West Indies. He's in the French West Indies. He's in Martinique.
Oh, is he?
That's what he said. Yeah.
No way. That's where Thierry Henry's mum is from.
Mad.
Big up to you, because people think he's African. They always think he's African. He's not African. He is Caribbean, West Indian. That's what he is. Liam says, "Much love, Jan and Flawless."
Big up, man.
Taha says, "Big up, Flawless."
You said that?
Ryan says, "Fine, I'll make sure I don't drink too much then, otherwise things can get bad." You're on
have to look after a minute. I'm on Big Brother watch. I'm on Big Brother watch with this guy in it. Jeez. Gotta do the big bro thing.
You're a mature City fan, but Steve needs humbling. Do you know what it is with Steve? And when you grow up a Man City fan and people are constantly throwing success in your face and we're better than you because we're champions and this, that, and the other. When your team get good and people are still trying to discredit what you're doing, it does make you want to go at people. Like, I'm quite a lot of City fans are humble. Like, a lot of City fans are happy to just be in the competition. Like, obviously we want to win things, but you haven't got City fans saying the league's wrapped up. The only City fans I see that say the league is wrapped up are American City fans, because in America,
what Mohammed's saying, I get what you're saying, but here's the thing, innit? If I'm a Manchester City fan, fortunately enough, I'm not. Yeah. If I'm a Manchester City fan, I don't care about all this extra stuff. When people are like, "Oh, unless it's not you," this ain't aimed at you. But when people are like, the money, and I don't care. My team's successful. You can't talk to me now at Manchester United. I'm good and happy with it.
I get what you're saying. No one can chat to me about City anyway because people are just hating in it. But at the same time, it's when you're debating on these football shows, it is annoying to see the same things every time. Do you know what I mean? Say for example, Fergie came to Man United and he won you 16 Premier League titles, right? But he never won the Champions League. And every time you're trying to say Fergie won 16 Prems, he's the best Premier League manager ever, and people are saying, "But he didn't win the Prem, though." Like,
he didn't win the Champions League. You mean?
Like, that is not the point that I'm trying to make, and it is annoying as a City fan, where everyone say it's like, when did you start supporting City? Like, like people joke about things like, "Oh, City fans supported Chelsea before." What Mancunian do you know that supports Chelsea? Like, this isn't London where you go into a class and there's like fans of every single team. Like, I've never met a PSG fan, right, in school, yeah? Never met a Real Madrid fan at school. Like, everyone was literally Man City, Man United, and you had a sprinkle of people in the school that supported, like, Liverpool or Everton, or you might get, like, the odd Arsenal fan or the odd Chelsea fan. But most of the school were either City or Man United, or you had some Stockport County fans, because I went to school in Stockport. So we had some Stockport County fans. Do you know what I mean? But most of my school were either Man City or Man United. And that's the way it is. So this whole, "Oh, you supported Chelsea before, blah, blah, blah," is a load of bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just, it is annoying. And I understand why some fans get pissed off and they kind of will go on about things. But yeah, for me, no one can really touch City at the moment. So I'm not really thing. Danny said, "This stream's going to end when Arsenal make the Champions League."
Jesus, you're right. You are spot on, fam.
Jan, Dan Silly, man, you can go with him. Nah, he's offended by me since I said that he's bearding.
Oh, yeah, man. You said he had a shitty beard and he needs to sort himself out. Might as well.
Yeah, Winter Surfer, why do people need humbling when your team is doing well? Enjoy the good times while they last. True. I'm not even answering all these questions. What's the most you've ever spent on a night out, on drinks on a night out? Not much. I don't buy drinks. I go VIP and the guys buy drinks for me.
See, there you go, people.
Nah, to be fair, I'm not even going to lie. I actually drive when I go clubbing, so I don't drink.
Can't remember. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a lightweight anyway, so I don't need that much to get drunk and that.
Yeah.
Man's a lightweight. I don't need that much.
Me too. I get drunk off one glass of wine now. It's really bad.
Yeah, my tolerance is in the bin. Since obviously lockdown, I've been drinking less. My tolerance is in the bin.
I didn't chat shit about your beard, man.
Yeah, man, you did. Yeah, we just insulted, man.
I never met a Man City fan in school. Yeah, that's because you're probably from London. Dupo says, "It only pisses me off when people say City don't have fans. Like, if you're going to talk, please talk facts and come with receipts." Yeah, but again, facts for these people.
Yeah, exactly. You get me? I'm running the bands. Yeah, you will go run bands. I'd find something. You could win the quadruple, and we're gonna find something to talk about. We'll find something to dish you on. Hey, easy, man. This is light work.
Oh my God, yeah, we're not taking Ryan out with us. He's gonna start singing the Bobby Firmino song when he's drunk.
What is the Bobby? Nah, we'll take him out. You know what I'm saying?
You look like Floyd Mayweather.
You know what? I appreciate that. You know why? Because he's one of my idols. Nah, he's one of my idols in that. My favorite boxer of all time. So I love that. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is, Blazers out, like, City being a big club or not.
They got no goddamn fans, man. You know what I'm saying?
City fans do not care. If I wanted to support a big club, I would have been a Liverpool fan.
You are spot on, fam. You are spot on. Absolutely. Sorry to cut you off. Billy is spot on there, what he said. Absolutely. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
I know, I need to drink as well. I've got one left. But I'm going to wrap it now. People are tired of me, including this one. This one.
I could talk to you all day long, but we not got to get up early tomorrow and do a show.
He's been ignoring my calls, guys. That's why we've had to do such a long stream, so he gets 3 hours of my time. Ignoring my calls all day.
I haven't ignored her calls, people. One, I've been sleeping, and then 2 hours on the phone. I'm not allowed to sleep and be on the phone.
You didn't follow me on Instagram, did you? Who followed me on Instagram? He said that he followed me on Instagram. Okay, somebody's liked my pictures. Dan's liked my pictures. Dan in the chat. So I'll follow you back. Who are you? Is your name S Paco? Because pure people follow me in it, so I don't really know. Nori, that ain't you. You didn't follow me. Send me a message in it, because I don't see no requests from you or anything like that. Yeah, but we're gonna go now because Stevie D, I don't see you. Let me check.
While she checks, yo, you lot make sure you get the likes up on the video, man. Hit the like button. While we almost cracked 3 hours. That is mad. Love to you lot. The numbers just went up. Yam probably will.
You started following me.
She probably will, innit? That's the idea. That's the idea. Live stream on your Instagram. That's the idea. These all love it. These all love it. Yo,
terrorizing me. It's not my fault. You can't just sign out your laptop if you don't want to see me, innit? Gosh.
You tell it says.
Liam said he would like to follow me on Instagram, but he's on a drought, social media drought.
I rate that, man.
I'm short to be on a social media drought, babes.
Do what you gotta do, innit? But you get what I'm saying. You might, if you sleeping on the phone and not on social media, you get criticized for not answering phone calls. It's mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it, when you ignore my phone calls?
I did not ignore you. I was on the phone. I was on the phone. Why is that so hard to believe? I was on the phone. That's why the call didn't go through.
Guys, if you've got a girlfriend and like she calls you and you don't want to answer it, just say, "Oh, babes, I was on the phone." These excuses can run in it.
There was an excuse when I was on the phone.
GK says I could watch this show for 24 hours.
Big up.
Nice. I love
you know
that.
what? That being said, we're back in like
4-hour stream if Man City win the
Yo, Dupe, I've not been ignoring no one. Number one, number two, we're back in like 8 hours, people. You're gonna catch us, so we're back.
We are actually back at 11:30 in the morning.
So you lot, not only do you get me and Yan City at 11:30 tomorrow on GyalDem City, then you get us on two watch-alongs on Sunday. Then Monday, probably a break, and then I don't know when I'll probably see her again Wednesday, probably in it. So you get a lot of us. You get a lot of us.
Yeah, which one of your phones were you on when you ignored me?
I have one phone. Man, I have one.
This is why you're single. Honestly.
I wouldn't do that. I would never ignore it.
I understand this one though, to be honest. Like, I don't know.
Scale out here lying to y'all people, but it is what it is, isn't it?
One is in more demand than Halan. I love that.
Let's go, Haaland, hella, you get me, just getting hella gas right now, but we're going to find out about him soon enough.
If we win the quad, I'm doing a 24-hour live stream. I'm just going to sit here like this, just giving a verse for each footballer. We'll do a whole singing session. All the stuff is going to happen. I will be wasted. Ryan's going to come join me to laugh at Man United. And yeah, just gonna be some madness. But yeah.
Allison. Yo, Ryan, what console are you playing on? Wait, one second. Yo, Ryan, what console are you playing on? PS or Xbox? Let me know, please. Yeah, go on.
He's probably an Xbox person. He doesn't strike me as a PlayStation person.
All right.
But yeah, like it's mad because like my boyfriend here does not know anything about football. Oh, he's a PS4 like me. I don't have a PS5 yet. No one wanted to buy me a PS5. If anyone in the comments wants to buy me a PS5, feel free. But yeah, my boyfriend don't know nothing. Like he's like, "Oh, why are you on a stream?" And then like I said to him like something about Messi once, and he was like, "Who's Messi? Who's that?" I was like, "What?" Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yo, Winter Surfy or Ryan will now never date a girl called Allison. I'd love that. Yo, if we all go out and he meets the girl of his dreams and he's like, I really like her, and you say, what's her name? And she goes, Allison, I'm gonna burst out laughing and they're like, this is the universe together.
You know what I've just thought? We need to go on a night out in Liverpool because Liverpool is the shit.
Yeah,
like
Liverpool's lit.
Anyone has not been on a night out in Liverpool, go on a night out in Liverpool. It is
me, you, Ryan can go. Jody's there. We good to go?
Yes. Liverpool is a shout.
Yeah, as soon as stuff opens back up, we're doing all that partying, the whole nine. I'm tired of it, but yo, love to you lot.
Yeah, no, he's dry, innit? He's dry. He hates me doing streams, innit? That's why he ain't here now.
Is what it is. But nah, love to you lot.
True
there you go. Much appreciated everybody who has locked in and that. Night out whilst doing up. Nah. I don't need to be the only stream I get drunk on is to talk about a network special, and even that gets wild in it. I might say too much in it. So
Taco's from Amsterdam.
Yes.
I've never been to Amsterdam, you know.
Neither have I. I'm definitely going over there. As soon as it opens up, man, I'm heading.
Oh, please, I'm never going over there. I was going to say.
No, I'm saying I've never been, so I'm definitely heading over there.
Yeah, he doesn't like football. If you ask him what team he supports, he'd say Liverpool, which is
yeah, no wonder you don't like football and that. Yeah, man, do play here.
Like football, trust me.
But yo, we back shortly, people. GyalDem City.
3 in the morning.
It might be Yan City and Rose and myself as the special guest. Or I might be filling in for Rose, innit? It's looking like. So it is what it is. It's a mad thing.
No,
but this has been GyalDem City meets ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Guys. I don't have good taste in lads, trust me.
Did I end it?